Welcome everyone to episode 10 of What We Watch, where weekly we dive into a movie and break it down from start to finish. This week we are heading into one of my favorite sports movies growing up that made me believe in discipline and in the art of sportsmanship. The movie this week is Best of the Best. This is a 1989 film that talks about the sport of karate. But before getting much into the film, or before we get into the film further, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome my co-host Lorenzo. How are you doing, man, today?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you once again for having me. And yes, I will agree with you. Um, this is a very good movie. Surprisingly, it is one of the movies I had never watched. But for being the first time of watching it, yeah, I
You
liked
you
it,
you
bro.
digged it?
Yeah, this is the first time I watched it, and I did enjoy it, brother.
Yeah, it's also you probably enjoyed it a lot more than Lord of the Rings because it was very short.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely.
No, but what was it? Blade was also what 2 hours and 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
This
Blade
one was
was.
what 2 hours?
No, this one was like an
Hour
hour
and 30
30,
minutes.
an hour
Yeah, no,
30,
in
an
30
hour 40,
minutes.
something like that.
So yeah, this movie was very particularly short compared
Yeah.
to what we were coming.
hmm
Hey, it's a lot better than Face Off. Let me tell you that.
Yes, I will agree.
It's, um,
This time we do agree on that.
yeah, at least we know that it's not as bad as Face Off.
Yeah.
So that's something good. We can get that shit out of the way.
Yeah.
Um. So you had never seen this one?
Never in my life. I hadn't even heard of it. I hadn't like. I mean, I know I'd seen the posters of it,
Yeah.
but I had never really paid much attention to it until I saw it, and then I was like, "Yo,
So you know Chuck Liddell?
yeah,
Okay. Well, this is his favorite sports movie.
really?
Yeah.
Wow."
He says
I
that
can see why.
he said that this is a very good movie. Unfortunately for the movie, not everybody thinks that way. It has very bad ratings.
It has mixed reviews.
No.
It has bad
It has
ratings.
bad
Yeah, I
reviews.
think I had seen it. It was like 3 stars or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's
Like 3.6 stars.
some people call it a bad remake of Rocky. I don't know if I agree totally with it,
Yeah, no, I don't think I agree with that.
but I do see where they're coming from
Yeah.
because I do.
hmm
What do you think about the cast?
Um, it was good. It was good for a late '80s movie, early '90s. It was a very good cast. They could have done a little bit better as far as acting wise, but I guess for the sake of it being a martial arts movie, I guess they were very limited to the actors they could use.
Well,
There was that one actor that I really didn't expect for him to be there.
who?
Cowboy from
Cowboy
Florida.
the Fat Boy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one that I didn't expect. And what the other person that threw me off was James Earl Jones on this, the coach.
Oh, yeah.
James Earl Jones being voice of Mufasa.
Yeah.
What's his name? Darth
So
Vader.
those are my two characters right now, like that
Just
I
right
dislike the most.
Uh,
Like I think they were too over the top considering like I understand there's an 80s movie and characters usually are over the top, but I think this movie overdid those two characters.
yeah, maybe a bit.
Like
Yeah, they could have spread out the love throughout the.
yeah, like I think
through the
like
other
yeah, like
characters.
cuz I get it that one of them. Okay, so I get that the cowboy is supposed to be like that, like arrogant, like you know, like just stuck up, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I don't see. Oh, if I don't see the comments, guys. Sorry. So if there's any comments there, go ahead and blast
Yes.
them out.
What's going on, Grims? Thank you very much for joining us. Snoopy, welcome. Mark, welcome. Welcome, guys. Yes, and Feliz Jueves. Jueves Bebes, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us.
Pero yeah, I think those two characters, like I don't know, man. Like I just think that they overdid it. Like I don't know if it was the what's it called?
Great, I got 15% battery left.
You? Is it a Type C?
Huh?
Is it a Type C?
Yeah, it is Type C.
Sure. Boom, improvising right here.
There you go. God damn. We are men of improvisation. Turbo power connector. Got it. All right.
Oh, I'm trying to get all the comments on here. Okay. But yeah, like I think they overdid that character a lot, man. Like I get it. Like they're like he was the one that didn't fit in the team or whatnot. I just didn't. I didn't. For the reason that he was there as let's say as that character, I just think that like it would have like if they would have toned it down about a line or so,
Yeah.
like I think it would have been better. You know, like we get it, pero sí, like me fastidió, güey, verlo, like así como que no, like no aporta nada, like.
Yeah.
Y el coach sí se me hizo like very like stubborn 80s type of character,
Oh, of course.
like you know like a made up coach, you know, because I doubt the coach would be like that.
Well, I mean, later on throughout the movie, we find out why he's like that.
Yeah.
So, but I get it. At the beginning, yeah, like at first, I was like, this motherfucker. Like, I was like, hey, hold on. You're no, what's his name? Jordan's coach,
Phil Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. I was like, you're no Phil Jackson, buddy. Hold on. You got the power of the triangle yet. Hold on, brother.
No, yeah, but I just those two characters like I disliked. What any characters that you disliked?
The that I disliked, I
Oh, that
guess, yeah, I guess it would have just been that cowboy, and I would have just thought of it the same. Just over the top, doing it a little bit too much. I felt like there could have been more from some of the other actors. I wish they would have like involved them a little bit more into the story instead of just having them as like second backups. But overall, I enjoyed it.
character that you liked, or characters that you liked.
That I did like. Um, of course, I guess both of the main characters, Alex and el otro
And Tommy.
muchacho, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy. Um, I think both of them, I really enjoyed both of their backstories, and the way they dealt with things. I guess is very manly. Like it's. I feel like that's something I would do. Um,
What? Sorry.
well, the way they react to their past.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay.
I don't want to get too ahead of the podcast, but yeah,
Who was the best of the best? In the movie wise, well, this- the United States did not win,
yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, but no,
yeah, they did, but they didn't.
yeah.
Um, but so let's just go over the characters, the cast. So we have Eric Roberts as Alex Grady, James Earl. Yeah,
I
what's
actually thought Alex was at first glance. I thought he was the dude from what is it?
the mask? The Usual Suspects.
No.
Because I think that is the guy.
August Rush. Have you ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
The one with the musical prodigy. What other movie did he do? He's another. He's like an Irish actor, but I had confused him with someone else, and I was like, "Wait, is that him? Is that him?" But then I realized I put it back in like the timeline, and I was like, "Well, maybe that's not him." And yeah, I looked it up, and it wasn't. It was definitely not him.
Yeah, it's some. Oh,
Yeah, it's me maybe. I'm moving.
no, it's something. But I just hear it. Anyways, so we have Eric Roberts as Alex Grady. We have James Earl Jones as Coach Frank Cuso. Isn't this the same? No, this is not the same guy. I'm trying to think what other movie he did, cause I recognize him.
James Earl Jones, dude, he's known for a whole bunch of voiceovers.
Yeah, but I know. Oh,
Dude, he did Mufasa. He did Darth Vader.
yeah. That's right. No, in the Big Bang Theory way. I have him somewhere here, but he comes out in the Big Bang Theory.
Does he?
Yeah. There's this scene where Sheldon is like, he finds out that he's eating at his favorite restaurant, and it's in Los Angeles. So he goes and he's like,
Jones.
Mr. Jones, he's like, you must be one of them. You must be one of those Star Wars lover, right? And Sheldon's like, yeah. He's like, me too. Come and sit down and enjoy me. And they go on this crazy night, and they end up like in a fucking spa, like with a robe around them and shit. It's a badass episode. But
Wow.
that's where I fucking like, because I saw him and I'm like,
remember.
dude, where is it that I see him constantly? Because I watched the fucking Big Bang Theory like overnight. Like it's on my loop. Like I fall
shit.
asleep and I wake up and the Big Bang Theory is playing out throughout the night.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's where.
Hmm.
Then Philip Bree is as Tommy Lee. FYI, Philip Bree is also a writer, a co-writer for the movie, and this is one of the first franchises that did what Fast and the Furious did. It started off as a car movie, as a race car. This one started off as a karate movie, and it turned into an action thriller. Like the third and the fourth movie, they have guns and they're trying to investigate shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is
I might actually look into it, but
yeah.
I don't know, with
So
with
the
whole
second
hype
movie
that I
still
got out of this one.
the second movie's still kind of about karate, but it's in Las Vegas, and like I think there's somebody's in debt and some shit like that. But the third one, like they already start chasing like bad guys, like if he was a cop and shit. Yeah, it turns a little bit
So
out
going
there.
into like blood sport sort of.
No. Like it's literally, I think he's like a detective or something. Like he has a gun and shit.
Chingo.
Yeah. like the
Yeah, the
last one.
when it took off the rush hour sort of
Yeah, like the last
vibe.
one is like in 1998, I think.
Yeah.
What happened?
Um. Oh, I'm getting
Oh, my bad.
yeah. No, you're good.
So Chris Pence as Travis Brickley, John Dye as Virgil Keller. That was my favorite character of the movie, actually, Virgil, the hippie. David Agresta as Sonny Grasso, Tom Everett as assistant coach Don Peterson, Shelley Kirkland as Catherine Wade, John P. Ryan as Jennings, Lewis Fletcher as Miss Grady, Alex's mother, Gross as Walter Grady, Alex's son, he Il Cho as Korean coach, Simon Ree as Don Han Park, James Liu as C or Shaw Jin Kon, Ken Nagayama as Young Kim, Ahmad Rashad as broadcaster, Kane Hodder as Bert, Edward Bunker as Stan, Hosik Park as Han Cho, Dae Gu Chang as Shang Sung Mu. Oh yeah, Shang Sung Mu.
Hmm.
Emily Hegan as Baby Walter, and Melanie Kinnaman as the woman from the bar.
Hmm.
Before we start,
Well, that was a crazy scene.
yeah, like okay, so let's start.
Yeah, let's start
Okay,
off.
so let's
Yes.
start from the beginning. Um, so just out there, professional critics were universally negative about the film, as we said.
Hmm.
Um, and I don't, I get it why. Like, like I know why the negative review. I just enjoyed it a lot growing up, and I know why I enjoyed it a lot. But it is not a great movie. It is not a great movie. Like it is not a great movie. There's better sports movies out
Oh yeah, yeah,
there. Like it is not even in the top 10 greatest sports movie of
yeah.
all
No,
time.
I won't say that. But
But
I think it's just
it's a good movie. It's
yeah,
an okay movie.
it's an okay movie. There you go.
Yeah,
Let's
it's a
put it
lot better
there.
than Face Off.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it is not a great movie. It is yeah. It's I enjoy watching it though.
Yeah,
Like I'll
I'm not
watch it
gonna lie.
again and I'll
Yes,
enjoy
I'm not
watching
gonna
it.
lie. That is a movie I would be watching again.
So it's not is that's not bad. That's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we start off with Alex Grady. He's working like at this automobile shit. And then he's like, "Hey, let's go out for a drink." And he's like, "I can't. I have to go home for Walter." He goes home to his son Walter. Le ayuda a enseñarse a andar en bici. Then he gets a letter from the U.S. Olympic Taekwondo team. Oh no, he gets a letter requesting him to try out for the U.S. Olympic Taekwondo team for the 1988 Summer Olympics in South Korea. He shows it to his mother, who worries about due to his shoulder injury, he could become paralyzed if he competes. And so that's one of the stories that actually plays out throughout the movie. But one of the bigger stories is his son. Like we find out very early that there's no mom in the picture. We don't know why, but there's no mom in the picture.
Hmm.
So one of the main plots is, hey, I'm the only one taking care of my son, or I'm the only person that my son has. I'm the only family member, right, that my son has. Ya tiene a su abuelita, pero no es lo mismo que un papá o una mamá.
Yeah.
And we see that he cares for his son. So that's the first bit of the movie. Like that's the first 2-3 minutes of the movie. Like you get to tell all of that. Then we go and see Tommy Lee, who is a coach for children, and he's like, "Hey, this is another thing that we see early on." He's like, "Hey, what did they say about fighting or about hurting others? Like, oh, like, or about what we practice? And like, oh, don't do it to hurt anybody else. Like, become friends, shake your hand." So este güey moralmente es una persona que no hace esto
Para dañar a la
para
gente.
dañar a la gente.
Yeah.
Like you can see his heart, like you know, like
Yeah, at the very beginning of the movie. you
yeah.
can
So
tell.
you know this is a good person. Like you know that without knowing his past, you know that this person is a good person. Period.
Yeah.
Uh, so then we find out that he gets the letter there with his where his children's are at, or with where he's helping the children, and like I guess they go right. They both go. The next thing we see is the tryouts actually. because there's nothing that happens in between there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the house with the children, donde este güey le dice, like, or el kid le dice a Alex, hey, if you go, you better win.
Yeah. Mm.
Then from there, we jump to the scene
Tommy.
of Tommy, and then from there, we jump to the tryouts.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very short film.
Yeah. Yeah. It went quick.
Yeah,
Boom,
like,
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
so as a tryouts, the first person that we see is Travis Brickley, which is the fucking cowboy. Yeah, a stocky athlete in a cowboy hat who refuses to share his adhesive tape with Alex. Then we see Tommy. Then we see Tommy, who tosses Alex a roll of tape as Frankie Kozo or James Earl Jones, the U.S. head coach, watches. Um, as the competition gets underway, Travis approaches Virgil Keller, another competitor, and warns him to watch his face. Another athlete, Sony or Sonny, was it Sonny?
Sunny, I think.
Yeah, it's Sonny, so I don't know why
Yeah,
you say
Sonny.
Sonny. Okay, so Sonny theorizes that Travis's bad attitude comes from his mother never having breastfed him. Uh, they watch Travis argue with the referee during a match and lose the bout. As he walks away, Coach Frank Kuzel tells John Peterson, his assistant, that Travis is a fighter. So we do see some of his bad attitude all along, like from the very get
From the
go.
beginning, get go. Yeah.
And I didn't mind it at the beginning. Like up to there, I'm like, okay, this is like
Yeah. It just gives you
he
like the
this is
background.
this character has a color. You know, like
Mamoncito, el güey.
see, wait,
De
like
sangre pesada.
porque everybody. So the other two characters that we meet, they're very bland.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like so, yeah, I get it. You need color.
Yeah.
So up to right now, like it's cool. Like and plus the movie's moving really fast. Like there's no dead air. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like there's no wasted time. Like right now, I already understood. Like there's a tournament going on in Korea. Oh no, is it Korea?
Yeah. I believe so. I believe it was Korea.
South Korea, North Korea? It just says Korea,
No,
right?
it just says Korea.
Let me see. Where the
I
fuck?
want to say it was like Seoul or something like that.
Oh, in South Korea.
South Korea.
South Korea. Okay. So,
Wait, is that the good Korea or is that the bad Korea? That's a good Korea, right?
that's a good Korea.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's the one with the sun
Yeah.
or the yin yang in blue and red.
Yeah. The North Korea is a bad one with Kim
Yeah.
Jong Un. Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Nah, yeah, we're good. So yeah, so we find out. Oh, yeah, so there's no time being wasted in this movie. Like de ahí, like de bolón entiendes de qué se va a tratar la movie, qué chingados está pasando.
Yeah.
Like you know that the first two characters are gonna make it. Now you know that the cowboy is gonna make it, but then there's screen time being shared, so you don't know if everybody's gonna make it.
Yeah.
Because once you get to a fight, like there's screen time being shared between other characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, hasta aquí, güey, la movie para mí va bien. Like the character development, I understood the main one, which is not the main one.
Yeah, I know. So oddly enough, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it threw me off later on throughout the movie.
So
I also was thinking Alex was gonna be the main
yeah,
character.
yeah, I thought, bueno, hasta ahorita, güey,
Yeah,
until I watched it again, I figured out that Alex was not the main
the
one.
main character.
To me, Alex was the main character.
Yeah, me too.
Like I
thought
thought,
so too.
so no, pero from the first time that I watched it to now, like I
really?
thought that Alex was the one at the end of the movie
Oh,
in that part.
that scene.
Yeah. Y hasta ahorita, güey, que la volví a ver, I'm like, oh shit, that's not how it happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, pero yo sí, güey. So so the tournament keeps on going. Anything particular from the tournament that you want to talk about? Because the tournament was very fucking fast.
Yeah, it was fast. But I guess it was just to like just to see like who the main characters were gonna be, so that way they developed it throughout the movie because the movie wasn't that long. I will say what's his name? Cowboy? I forget his name.
Well, what the fuck is this cowboy's name? Hold on. Travis.
Travis. Okay, so Travis, I did see the way like his no mercy and his hot headedness right off the bat, right there from the tournament. where he ended up like sucker punching him, and James Earl Jones was like, he was like, we're gonna have him, and his assistant was like, did you just see the way he acted? And he was like, he's a fighter.
Yeah.
We can train him.
Yeah.
And I was like, deep. I thought that was crucial for at least for Travis's character development and the coach's.
Yeah, so you see, I didn't, and that's where I was telling you, like, I don't mind none of that because they gave it a lot of color.
Yeah.
Danielson. They should have invited Danielson.
They should have invited Daniel Sunway from Karate Kid.
Oh, maybe if they would have been in the same universe.
But, yeah, I don't think he was in the same age range then, because you're seeing these fighters, and these fighters are looking maybe already mid-20s,
Or
maybe even late 20s.
the oldest one was 35.
35, right? Which
Yeah.
was Alex.
No, like from South Korea.
Oh yeah, Don Han or
I don't know his name, but he's not the
Rose
main
Eye
one.
Patch.
No. The one before, the one that fought Alex. He's the oldest one. He's
He's the
35.
oldest one? Oh, okay.
He's the oldest one competing in the tournament, or not in the tournament, but in the Olympics or whatever.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm telling you. I don't mind none of it because they give it a lot of color. Like I give a lot of color to one character that I thought was gonna be kept to a certain level. Like I thought he was gonna be dummied down instead of being more aggressive, which they kind of do, but not to the full extent.
Yeah.
You know, like because but the first thing that you can notice from him is his short temper. That means that he's not that good.
Intelligent. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say he wasn't that.
It's,
But yeah, like because of his short.
brains are bronze.
Yeah, because the short temper, like that means that cualquier cosita que lo hubieras hecho, that he was gonna lose it because he wouldn't have the smarts to keep himself calm.
Yeah.
So I thought that was gonna get to him. You know, like I thought that they were gonna say smart shit. Again, this is me realizing the movie now.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna say a lot more smart shit about him or smart shit to him that was gonna make him dumb down, and be like, okay, guys, like I'm not gonna fucking kick your ass. I'm not gonna fucking sucker punch you or fucking get you from behind. But like, just stop. Like, you know, like I understand I'm stupid.
Yeah.
But up to now, we're good.
Yeah.
So from here, le entregan ¿cómo se llama? So from here, what's the name of the coach? Oh, Frank or Miss Coach Kuzo. Kuzo. He gives the list to the person that hired him, I guess.
Oh yeah. The businessman or whatever. He goes into the meeting they're having.
Yeah. So y le dice like, hey, you're in charge of everything else. I'm in charge of the team.
Yeah.
Like,
no offense, you're in charge of business. That's your forte. I'm hired to coach.
That's also very true to sports or
Yes.
To
yes. What have we learned with many coaches? What's Cowboys coach?
Jerry Jones
wants
the owner.
Wants to end up coaching, and it's like, dude, you hired a coach for a reason. Let your coach. Stop interfering. And if you don't agree with what your coach is doing, fire the damn coach and get yourself a new one. You know, like
which he does.
Yeah. So
why Dak Prescott sucks, but that's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. I'm not a Cowboy fan, so it's okay with me.
No, but we also see it where, like in national teams for soccer,
Oh yeah.
like there's players that you're like, why the fuck are they calling this guy? And then you find out, well, he's the one that has the most sponsors, or he's the one that people want to see, or that's and you're like, ah, fuck. Well, then I guess. But
There's a give and take.
like that is a very good line for a sports movie. I'll give it that.
Yes.
That is a very good line for a sports team. Another thing that I'm really respect about it is how the other man's like, hey, you know what? Fine, like you got it.
Yeah, he
like,
sucks it up. He's like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
Toda la razón.
So then we find out that we have all 5 characters, mainly who were sharing the screen throughout the tournament, which is Alex, Tommy, Travis, Virgil, and Sunny, right? It's a five of them.
Yeah.
Here, oh no, todavía no. Yeah, actually, yeah. Here is where I start having an issue. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're all here, they're all celebrating, y llega el coach, like,
Oh, when he tells them, plane leaves at
no.
1900
Before,
hours.
like, the first thing that he says, because he doesn't say at ease, he's like, oh yeah, he does say at
Yeah, he
ease,
says at
gentlemen.
ease when everybody's like just talking.
You're like,
Like
what the fuck?
the
At ease
assistant
doesn't mean
coaches.
relax.
Well, yes, but it also means attention in military.
No, because attention would be attention.
No, yes,
Yeah.
but at attention is like when they're
Oh.
stiff, and then at ease is when they're like sort of relaxed, but they're still.
So it wouldn't, for that thing, because the other person was trying to grab their attention, it wouldn't have made sense to say at ease. It would have been, hey, attention, like, with a stronger voice. Porque el otro güey quería la atención de ellos.
Yeah.
So one, that I don't think that they use that word properly. The topic
going
is
on,
best of the
Blackjack?
best, the movie. You could see
best
it.
of the best.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Oh, guys, don't forget, today we have the giveaway for the cups. So if you leave a comment, you'll be on the list. So, Lorenzo, como a ti te salen todos, you'll be in charge of telling me who's there and who's not.
Oh yes.
So, ¿qué te iba a decir? Bueno. So, para mí, like, right there, ya empezamos mal, güey. Right? Because I'm not military, right?
Yeah.
I don't have it. People. Oh, now I do. My nephews. I have my nephew who's actually in the military. But before all of that, way, like, I have one of my nephews who's in the military.
Which one?
Rigo. You don't know him.
I don't know.
No. So,
Well,
pero like any,
service Rigo.
yeah, thank you for your service. Te la pasas pedo, güey. Tampoco no es como que se hacen mucho. No. Pero, so, para mí, like, el uso de esa palabra, güey, siempre cuando when I've heard it, it was always like getting to hug somebody or being able to hug them already. Like, it was relaxed. It was a time for them to be able to take off their hat, or, like, things like that. So, aquí, cuando le escuché usarla mal y en un tono fuerte, güey, like, se me hizo like, no mames, like, you could have said, guys, like, stop, or fucking pay attention, whatever you wanted, güey, just not at ease. Because he's like, at ease, gentlemen. Like, what? Like, relax. I am relaxed, bro. Like, I just made the fucking team.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. The other thing is, bro, it's not even your fucking practice. Like, these are adults. You're treating them like little kids. Like, it's not a young team.
True.
Like, like, they're adults. Like, yeah, you're their coach, pero también tienes que ponerte a pensar, like, güey, ponte a pensar así, güey. Como un adulto, ¿qué tanto vas a dejar que te hablen como te están hablando? As an adult. Like, wait, like, I do have some mango dots, Jack. But I'll put up the label for them. Right now, I'm actually chewing on some Jolly Rancher candy or chewy candy. They're fucking good. Just that I ate a fucking sour ass one. Bro, that fucking shit
I saw your
hit.
face right now.
So, y luego cuando empieza, oh, like, we're gonna do this, and this, pero en un tono mamón, güey, I'm like, bro, this is fucking unnecessary. Like, we already have somebody who's an asshole in the team. Like, we don't need another asshole in the team. Ya está.
¿Qué te esperamos?
Con tequila, no tengo tequila, güey, el tequila lo tienes, Miley. Pero tráetelo. Anyways, so...
Ay, diablos, no me tienta.
So,
tomorrow,
sí,
guys.
sí me tocó un poquito los huevos, güey, ese character. Like, de ahí, güey. So, right there, pero, I'm like, okay. So, si este güey va a estar así, yo espero que el gordito, güey, like, no sea como es. Like, not to that point.
Yeah, there's only
Room for one.
room for one.
Yeah, because ahora tienes a two characters over the top, güey,
Yeah.
that the movie does not need. So you have two characters over the top, and you have 4 characters that are blend.
Yeah.
Like, no, haz de cuenta que a 2 le echaron chingo de sazonador, güey, y a 4 se les olvidó echarle sazonador, güey.
Yeah.
So ahí es donde, otra vez, what's the topic? Best of the best, güey. La movie.
The movie, the best of the best, 1989.
So right there, that's where I started. But up to there, I was still okay with it. I'm like, porque como te digo, lo del güerito, lo del gordito. I'm like, they're gonna tone him down or whatever, whatnot. Up to there, anything that stands out to you about the movie?
Well, see, I will disagree with you in that particular scene. I get it. I get it where you're saying there's only room for one out of the two. But I do want to say I believe that is a very important trait from either a trainer, a coach. You want someone with authority, and you want someone to always have that presence of authority, whether you're a kid or you're an adult. Because if you wanna put it down to that level, they were acting like kids. They're grown adults. They're all together in a locker room. Travis doesn't know how to behave, and someone's walking in. Hey, you're about to represent the U.S. Olympics team. You're about to represent the Olympics team nationwide, and you don't even have the respect to shut the fuck up when one of the assistant trainers is talking to you. You need to get some fucking discipline straight in. And I mean, it's a disciplined sport. It's a sport based on nothing but discipline. So I believe they needed that.
Yeah, no, sí. Ok, poniéndolo así, güey, sí lo entiendo. Pero también tienes que entender, güey. Like, acabas, so no,
Got you.
okay, so lo que tenemos que entender, güey, es, let's say you were nominated to represent your country, güey. The first time, like, not the first time, but the moment that you get noticed, you're not gonna celebrate in front of everybody else, right? Why? Because of the discipline of sport, and because they tell you, like, this is a sport not to like step over another, or like it's a combat sport, but it's always with respect and with class. What does that mean? You're not gonna celebrate in front of everybody else. So cuando llegas al locker, ¿qué es lo primero que vas a hacer, güey?
Right, yeah, true.
Like, you're representing your country, güey. You're supposed to fucking be excited.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if representing your country doesn't get you excited, güey, get the fuck out of any sport.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I understand.
mentality.
Ahora,
It
¿tú
goes
crees
back
que no
to-
van a... Tú vas a pensar, güey, que they don't think... Like, they don't understand the implications of representing the country? Maybe Travis doesn't, because we already established that Travis is stupid.
Yeah.
But all the other four guys... What's the first thing that Alex says whenever he goes in? Like, it's been so long.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's ecstatic? Because he loves representing his country.
Yeah. It's
Like-
been 3 years of retirement.
Yeah. So, ese güey, like, él entiende, güey. Ahora, el otro güey siempre ha estado en karate.
Yeah, he had
Tommy.
started training since 4-year
Yeah.
old or
Los
something.
otros güeyes we don't know much about, pero we know that they're a little bit smarter because they're able to pick on Travis so Travis can explode.
Yeah, Sonny's like that
Yeah.
status whiz, and Virgo is more of the Zen
Yeah.
Buddhist mentality.
So, yeah. So I understand. So there was no point in doing that right there and then, way. Like, it would have been as easy as, guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Les ha de haber tronado las putas orejas. It would have been like, hey,
Yeah.
guys, attention. Like, instead of that. Por eso te digo, güey, like, right there, I'm like, man, this is gonna be a power trip between the coach and the fat guy.
Al rato se las cobran. You guys put some of that loud emoji stuff.
Why? ¿Qué
Para que se le
pusieron?
quite el
¿Pusieron
calor.
algo?
Eh?
Did they put something?
No. No, but I'm giving them 4.
Yeah, my bad, guys. My bad. I didn't mean to do it right here in front of the mic. So, por eso mismo te digo, güey. Pero poniéndolo así, güey, like, I get you. Like, I get where you're coming from, and I understand it. I just think it should have been handled differently, personally.
Yeah.
Like, like, I would have let them had that 5-10 minutes, güey, porque se van a calmar, güey.
Yeah.
Like, dura poquito el
La emoción.
yeah, porque right after you're gonna be like, hey guys, okay, like, I'm happy for you guys. And even at that, it was pointless, güey. It was even because todavía los va a dejar salir, güey. So training todavía no empieza.
But yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like he wants to get it over with. Like, hey, I'm about to give you some information. Take it, boom, do what you do with it with what you will, and I'm out.
Yeah,
And I won't see you again till
the
what do you say,
morning.
like 1900 hours, something like that.
Yeah. O para salir, para irse
Yeah,
si
to
era
go.
1900 hours. No, lo entiendo, pero like que no te hubiera costado nada. Güey, 30 seconds, güey, extra de ese little scene donde están todos juntos, güey, no nos hubiera quitado nada de la película.
Yeah,
And it could have added a little bit more of flavor to all the other, because we were barely gonna get what Alex was feeling y se lo cortaron.
yeah,
Like it could have been a little bit 30 more seconds of a little speech of Alex, and he would have been like, "Hey guys, like let's do this. Like it's been so long for me, que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto." And probably that could have been the reason why we could have gotten a little bit more flavor of Alex. So from here, se van ¿a dónde se van, güey? Oh, we go to the dressing room. Oh no, to the rooms. Go for it.
Can you share the link to Facebook?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
In my Facebook page?
Yeah, I guess. Please and thank you.
Um, ahí está, güey, ya. So from there we get the rooming arrangements, which I think
Oh,
was
yeah.
so we have the two main characters together.
Yeah, you got Tommy and Alex.
Yeah. And then we have Travis and Virgil.
No.
Yeah.
Thomas and Virgil.
Travis and Virgil. And then we have Tony or Sunny,
Sunny.
and the assistant head coach. Que the assistant head coach no tiene nada de ese hijo de la chingada, güey. Like he's just a fucking stats
Yeah,
collector.
he's just a stats collector.
Or like, pero no sabe karate, güey.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't.
That's-
Yeah, because later on, the next scene, we noticed that.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
did it.
So what fucking type of, also el coach, güey? No mames. Like how are you gonna have an assistant coach that doesn't know?
that doesn't practice the sport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't
I
fucking
agree.
make sense though. Like
I agree. I mean, I get it because he's there for the stats.
but
maybe
he doesn't
that's-
have to be your assistant coach, güey.
Well, yeah, I know. He might be the assistant's assistant, but you know, I guess Kozak,
Kuzo?
Kuzo. I keep wanting to saying Kozak from Usual Suspects.
Kozak?
Kozak.
Kuyan, you mean?
No, Kozak. The main dude.
Verbal
the
Kid?
Yeah, verbal. But verbal's alter ego, Kozak.
Kaiser Susie.
Kaiser, puta madre, te digo.
No, who the fuck is Kozak, güey?
Sepa la madre. El pedo es de que me
Kaiser
había confundido.
Susie.
Pero, what's his name? Kuzo.
Kuzo.
Okay, Kuzo.
Couzo.
Well, pues patita fácil, güey. You got it right there in front of you.
Kuzo.
But yeah. Fuck, I don't even remember where the fuck I was going with that.
With what?
I totally lost where
About what?
my train of thought.
Oh, about the assistant head coach, güey. Que no
yeah,
le
yeah.
did.
I guess Kuzo just had
No.
held him in like high praise.
Yeah, but why?
For being yes, I am rewriting the movie.
No joke, bro.
But he it's very rare to find someone that will take that much time for a certain sport. Don't get me wrong, I know that there's people out there. Heck, I know football, one being the main one, soccer being another one, basketball. But for something like karate or any mixed martial arts, it's hard for someone to put stats up there like that without having equipment like they use later on. Because it's not like you can take a percentage of, oh, well, how many percentages does he do on his free throws, or how good is he at
No,
blocking,
sí, güey.
you know, like,
I get
you
it.
can't.
Pero aquí es este güey.
It's not
I
those type of
doubt
stats.
that he got it. I doubt that he got to that position and then did it. You know, this means that this
Mm-hmm.
person worked doing that
Mm-hmm.
from a long time ago. You know,
Yeah.
like so if he's the assistant coach just based off of stats, then that's a fucking sucky ass assistant coach.
Yeah.
Because he won't teach you about technique. Like he'll just teach you like, oh, así pelea este güey, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like you
Study
figure out
him. Like,
everything else.
yeah, study him and hey, this
Yeah.
is what you can do.
Like, güey, pues, okay, I'll study him, pero pues, ¿qué voy a hacer? Es como si el pinche trainer, güey, de boxing, o si el assistant trainer, güey, nada más le dice al trainer como, güey, este güey pelea así. Ah, ok.
Yeah.
¿Y qué voy a hacer? ¿Sí me entiendes?
Yeah.
Como
He
no, no.
fights southpaw and he's got a strong right hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
He
Like,
throws
yeah,
he
you
throws
figure
an
out
uppercut
everything else,
every
right?
once in
Like,
a
you
while.
figure out everything else. Like, okay. Like, that's a sucky assistant coach, right? Because you're not helping your fighter get better. You're just telling your fighter how the other fighters fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's good. But the whole point of the assistant coach and the coach is to get your fighter better
Yeah.
and
true.
prepared. Like, so.
Yeah, because I don't see him take that much of like an initiative even throughout the movie while they're doing training. Like he's more of like the
Yeah, he's always in the
background
back and
guy.
shit.
Yeah, he's more of like the background
He
guy.
he does get on the little bag or whatever,
Yeah,
pero
that's
that's
the
whenever
only
it's
time.
5-on-5 and they're missing people.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, well let's keep going.
so
Move ahead.
I think this is gonna be our shortest episode.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I
'cause
will
this
agree with
movie's
this.
very-
'Cause we're already what damn near halfway.
Nah, we're a third in already
Yeah.
because we're already okay. So then we see every except of the first two characters that we saw at the beginning, and except of Travis that we saw like in the fight, we see Virgil, and he's fucking like what's it called? He's meditating.
Yeah.
He's meditating in the room, and then we see Sunny, who has like, oh, I collect discs, y ese güey lo pusieron con el güey que hace collect stats, que es el
Yeah.
assistant. So then we see like, oh, Sunny's not that dumb. Like Sunny collects, he listens to classical music, like he has a culture behind him, like you know, like
Yeah.
he has a little bit of culture in his head, like sabe de lo que habla, like no es tan
No es tan pendejo.
yeah. So de ahí le dice a este güey.
Good.
Sí, so de ahí le dice a este güey, Travis le dice a Virgil, like, hey, let's go. If not, the truck is gonna give us or whatever. So, de aquí llegan al bar, güey.
They sure do. They sure did.
They knew how to make sure the movie's back in the... Oh, fuck, yeah. I don't know how they didn't make fucking Face Off shorter. They could have made it fucking 30 minutes shorter.
Oh, guys, if you guys haven't seen that episode, pobrecito este muchacho.
Nah, don't go watch it, guys. Yeah, they did know how to make sure the movie. Like, what I really enjoy up to now is everything's like on point.
Bah,
Like,
bah, bah, bah.
yeah. Like the bit is going. Like, you know, the movie's moving forward. I do think it staggers somewhere in between, but yeah, like it's. I think comedies are still kept at 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. But it's very rare that you start seeing anything that's under 90 minutes or even 90 minutes, other than comedies or stand-ups. Now, most of the lovey-dovey stuff, you're going on into the 2 hours, like the rom-coms, the actions, they're all going to 2 hours, and then a few of the other ones, they're going into 3 hours, like Markuki is saying.
Yeah. What movie we have next?
Oh, that's a good question. I saw it, but I didn't see it.
Is it 9?
I want to say it is 9. I'll check it out right now.
Because I think
so
9's
let's
also a short movie.
Yeah. That's good because we've been doing them but freaking long ass episodes. Not saying that we don't enjoy being here with you guys. It's just that
Are you trying to say, Lorenzo, you don't fucking enjoy being here?
I love
Guys, next episode, Lorenzo will not be here.
I get to come here, talk to one of my lifelong friends, and drink beer. Like, what is there not like? Excuse me.
So while you look for that week, can you click on our first sponsor for the show, please?
Oh, I sure can.
Guys, don't forget Los Rosales HT. They have the best candies. They have the best powder for your candies, guys. If you're from the valley, they do mangonadas. They do this little plate for your cruda. Yeah, it has camarón, carne seca, tostitos. Like it's really really good. They also have like pepino, like enrollado en chile, way, like así como en el tamarindo, like whatever. Like I don't know what the fuck it's called properly, way.
Okay.
But just go to their Facebook page, look at their menu, guys, and it's fucking dope
Pepino
as fuck.
endemoniado, enchilado.
Yeah,
Sepa la
like
madre.
it's fucking good. No, it's handmade treasures. HT stands for handmade treasures. I figured it out for you guys.
Figured it out or asked?
I asked. Long story short, it was handmade treasures or uh I think it was handmade. There was another name that she gave me, but it stands for one of those two. And I'm like, handmade treasures. I'll just say,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah. But guys, I order some. I will not stop telling you guys how good they are. Blackjack can attest to the fucking mango dots. They are fucking good. If you put them in the freezer, the mango dots, um, like put them in the freezer, leave them there for a day or whatever, then take them out, and then just take one out, or take them out or whatever. Put one in your mouth and just let it sit in your mouth until it gets like really really soft. It's fucking good as fuck. Bro. You don't even have to like.
That's what she said.
Yeah. they're fucking good, guys, and they're these small little containers. They're $6. The bigger ones that I would get, they're $13. Then she has party baskets and shit like that. So I need to carry Tums, but they're really
Talking
good.
about Tums, can I have one?
These are Jolly Rancher Chewies. They're really really good, guys.
Are there still some in that one?
Yeah. Bullshit.
Águila. ¿Quién te hizo esa silla que no la hizo bien?
Son las wheels de la puta silla, güey.
¿O será el pelado que está muy pesado?
Nah, es la silla. But don't forget, guys, Los Rosales HT or Handmade Treasures, 956-360-9805. Go follow them on Facebook. And order from them, guys. They do ship out, so go ahead and follow them directly. I don't know if they have any giveaways going on, or any raffles, but go check them out on the page, guys. But other than that, guys, try them. They're fucking good. I promise you guys, they're really really good. So
Delicious.
we get to the part where they go to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, before we go in, Mark, just to let you know, I will be sending you your espérate, the confirmation code.
Oh,
the
no
tracking
te pases.
code. Yeah, I just sent them out today because I did. You know me, I'm a big procrastinator, but I did send it out already. After the show, or if not, first thing tomorrow, before going into work, I'll send you DM, and then that way you have your tracking for your order. We did send you a little bit of extras just for your patience on my part. But thank you very much. You will get that tomorrow. Hey, don't judge me. You don't know my life. Automata.
No fucking joke, bro. All fucking late.
I know this was like what 3-4 weeks ago.
Don't worry, guys. I'll be shipping out the cup.
Yes, he's got a little bit freer time than I do. I'm busy literally all day, or at least
Bro.
while it's open.
You can.
While
I doubt they're checking where the fuck you're at in your little truck.
oh no, they do.
They do?
Yeah, dude, we got tracking because if they decide to hire someone that's not so trustworthy, if you go, and that's why they actually ask you for your home address, so they make sure you don't stop at your home. That's a big no-no. But yeah,
During lunch?
yeah, even during lunch.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I know it does, but hey. And it sucks because sometimes I'm actually delivering around my neighborhood, and it's like, fuck, I want to stop by. I know I got ice creams or freezer pops or something, and I'm like, fuck, I'm fucking hot, and I want to grab one instead of going to the store and buy one, but I have to go to the store, and it sucks.
Makes sense, I guess. I wouldn't know what to tell you. So
No, don't worry, it's not melted.
so we get to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
In the bar, anything that stands out from the bar, other than Sonny is very smart. Well, not very smart, but he's extra talented in other areas other than karate. Because he beat the guy in pool.
Yeah, he did. He did hustle that guy. He did hustle him.
No joke. I was thinking about saying the same thing, but
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yes, sometimes it is that, because the only place while we're working where we can actually stop and do restroom breaks are gas stations. And I don't know if you guys have ever been inside a freaking restroom at a gas station. They're not the nicest places. So I have learned how to control my bladder and say, no, you're not coming out. You don't have to go right now. But yes, and most of the times when I do decide like I want to go on my break, it's not even like to go to the restroom. It's I would like to take a quick shower to clean off all the sweat that I've already started during the morning, so I can still feel fresh for the rest of the afternoon. But yeah, totally different topic. I'm sorry, guys.
there you go.
But yeah.
Yeah, he did hustle that guy.
Yeah, he did. He did hustle him in that game of pool, and I loved it. I loved it because even with the distractions, the guy, one of them claps, the other one coughs, and then he throws
Smoke,
the
le deja
smoke at
la
him.
tiza.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, like even throughout that, he was like, boom, corner pocket, done.
What I really enjoyed about the scene,
Even
uh,
it was nice to play with your boys.
but what I really enjoyed about the scene was how short it was.
Yeah, it was quick snapping. But I mean, that's the movie. Like we said earlier, this movie has a tendency of being really snappy and really on beat. It's rare that it goes off beat.
No. But up to now, the movie's been cut properly. Okay? Like up to now, the movie's been cut properly to where all the beats belong where they need to go. So that's a fucking up to now. The first quarter of the movie, the first third of the first quarter of the movie, right? We're about what 30 minutes in.
We're about a third.
Okay, about
Yeah,
the
no,
okay. So the
like
first third.
40 minutes in.
So to me, I'll put it to you this way: the first third of the movie is a 9.
The what?
The first third of the movie is like a 9.3.
Oh yeah, easy.
Like 9.3, not a 9.5 yet, but it is a 9.3. At the end of this fight is like about a 9.5. Okay? It's very close to a 10. So we see these guys. Well, what starts the fight is the fat boy, the white fat boy.
Travis.
Yeah, like calling out the girl from the bar, right? And he's like, "Hey, you want to dance or whatever or not?" So ella dice que sí, también pinche vieja calenturienta.
Can you blame him? I mean, all he did was shoot a shot. He landed. And of course, the other dude, I mean, he wasn't really paying attention to the female. The female was just hanging back like...
Trevor. His name was Trevor.
I don't know.
You barely noticed, Trevor?
Yeah.
Like you barely noticed that I'm gone, Trevor?
I've been gone. But, I mean, that's just picking up women at bars. So. Time out. Yeah, you picked another sour one. Yeah, but that scene I did enjoy. I did enjoy the whole bar scene.
What starts the fight is que este güey le pide, like he has to dance. Well, he asked the girl to dance, right? They go out dancing. Then the guy realizes, hey, don't look. Oh, un friend le diga, hey, don't notice the bar. Don't notice the. Oh, don't look at the.
You might want to
Oh, you might
notice.
want to look
You
at
might
the
want to look at the dance floor or
dance
something like
floor.
that. Mhm.
Y ya se le arriman. And then they're like, hey, that's my girl, que no sé qué, or something like that. And then the girl's like, oh, you barely noticed that I was gone, Trevor, or whatever. So then, este güey le empieza a besar, o ella lo besa a él, or whatever, o se empiezan a besar, whatever. Then, the guy's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, que no sé qué. Y es cuando llega Tommy, right?
Tommy and Alex. Tommy and
No,
Alex get
Alex
out of
no.
the. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, because
Because
Alex had
Alex,
gone to the
Alex
payphone.
apenas se había ido a
Yeah, he
usar
had
el
just gone to the
teléfono, güey.
payphone. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
To contact his
His mom and
mother
son.
and his son. So yeah, like, hey, like, hey, like, we don't want to fight. Oh, I hear something like, um, so they said, yeah, do it, like, it's fucking bugging the fuck out of me. So they said, hey, like,
Quítate los headphones, güey.
we don't want to fight or whatever, whatnot. No, I don't even remember how the fucking fight starts with.
Yeah, that's a part that I love. The dude that got his girl taken away, he swings at Trevor, and Trevor just dodges, just moves to the side, and the dude clocks the chip, boom, right in
Oh
the
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
button. Oh, and then the comedy fucking. Oh yeah, you shouldn't take any lip from her.
yeah. Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off, bro. I mean, I don't.
Mi hermano, me le estás pelando, te van a hacer falta manos.
Was just super free. Ándale, cabrón, ya te la cobraron. But it was just something so comedic to me. I was like, wow, dude, I can't believe we really said that. But it's a late '80s movie, early '90s, so I mean, it wasn't.
No, like,
It wasn't part of
you
an
see,
era that was
y ahí
so
vamos,
offended
güey.
now.
Up to there, we're good. Like, up to there, we're still good with the characters,
Yeah.
right? Because this guy's a dick or whatnot, pero that's it. Like, we don't have a lot of him, way. Like, he's not. His portrayal of being a dick is not overshadowing the movie up to now. Por eso te digo, up to now, the movie's fucking great, güey.
Yeah, yeah. It hit both action, comedy.
The
And
fucking
even a little
timing
bit
of the
of-
movie is
yeah.
properly done.
Yeah.
Like, the movie's going good. So then, se empiezan a agarrar anything that stood out from. Oh, wait. Something that fucking stood. Sorry, guys. It is something that fucking stood out.
Otra vez.
Something that stood out for me was Virgil and his smooth talking to him.
Oh, yes. And that's that he didn't even want to go out. Remember, Travis had to tell him, "Oh, we're gonna go out and we're gonna get outer labia or inner labia." He had to tell him like that. And Virgil goes, "Travis, inner and outer labia," and Travis just turns around like, "Yeah." Y güey, de todos modos se salió así, güey, como andaba. Le valió madre. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I mean, be yourself. Pero, yes, the smoothness. He was like, oh, you got the Irish coffee wasn't hot.
Me pelas toda la verga, te lo digo en todos los idiomas que tú quieras.
The Irish coffee, you got it all wrong. It shouldn't be hot. And the girl, oh, no, it's not. Don't worry. Y este güey también a todo manoseándola todo. Like,
Oh, sí, es una verga, Virgil.
and of course the girl was like, I actually thought it was Irish coffee. You almost had me there. And but it looked like a stout. It might have been something Irish.
Yeah.
It was a very dark colored beer.
No, I don't think it was a beer, way.
Oh, what the hell do you think it was?
I think it was like a fucking. What's it called, way? The fucking dark ass liquor. No, it's not dark. Well, it's with liquor, but I think it's with whiskey, way. But it's fucking dark as fuck. Oh my god, what is it fucking called?
Well, like the Kraken.
Some shit like that.
Some so like said like a dark rum or something.
Yeah, but it's with Thor drinks other than beer.
Mead,
Probably.
mead, but no mead.
Mead is dark.
Yeah, mead is dark, but it's not as dark. Cause that's like stout dark. That's like that was like the like what I'm drinking.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
it didn't.
Like
it
it's
didn't.
that dark. What he had in his cup. Cause
But it was not a beer cup though.
yeah, no, it was more. That's why like in a sense I thought at first I thought it was like Glühwein.
It was a lot more like wine.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
Dijo, yo no soy humano, yo soy de otro planeta, pero un planeta no es nada en las manos de Vegeta.
So that's it. The base. Most of the things that stood out for me from there was, Virgil, which I thought he did an awesome part playing his part, and the fucking bromance between Tommy and Alex. Because like they're sitting down and he's like, hey, like, you know, like this guy's not even trying and he got the girl, like, you know, because first both of these guys were checking out the girl, and that's what fucking got him to. Then they saw her pass by to Alex. Oh no, the first one that hit on her was, what's his name? Travis. The first one that hit on him was on her was Travis. Que le dijo like get away bum or some shit like that. And then from there, Travis, or they saw, she came back to the bar, and that's when Virgil messed up with the drink or whatever, whatnot. They went dancing, and that's when Travis came back. Actually, everything started because of fucking Virgil. Because
No.
yeah, because Virgil.
How do you figure that?
Okay, so Virgil, so Virgil sacó a bailar a la chava que negó a Travis.
Who? Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so Virgil sacó a bailar a la chava que negó a Travis. The one with the skirt.
The
Virgil,
first one?
yeah,
The very first one?
the very first one. Okay, so then Virgil goes dancing with the girl, and then Travis comes back, and then they're like, "Oh look, look at Virgil, que no sé qué le dijo Tommy y cómo se llama? Le dijo Tommy y Alex."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh look who's at the dance floor or whatnot." Y era Virgil, güey. Y es cuando este güey, Travis, se va a buscar a la otra chava que está playing pool.
Yeah.
So everything happened because of Virgil. Like, si Virgil no hubiera sacado a la chava a bailar, güey, Travis probably would have insisted with the same girl with the skirt.
I don't think so. I see Travis more of like a hit or miss sort of guy. Like, hey, she denied me, boom, off to the next.
No, because up to there no le había preguntado a nadie más, güey. Y es hasta que le dijeron, like, hey, Virgil's on the dance floor. And he noticed he's with that girl, with the first one that rejected him. Then he starts looking for somebody else.
I guess.
So, si no fuera por Virgil, güey, queriendo...
But you can't fucking blame Virgil, though. I mean, Virgil is just...
Well, no, like, not blaming him, but
He just-
everything happened because of Virgil. Like, the set of events happened because of Virgil's domino effect.
You really think the Virgil was the first domino?
Yeah, I really do.
Wow. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys saw the movie, do you guys think Virgil was... Do you agree with Chino with Virgil being the first domino? Because I sure as hell don't. I think that was just strictly Travis. Travis just being Travis, you know?
It was going to get to the point that probably something would have happened to me,
Yeah.
but for the same reason that que Travis Travis feels like he's better than Virgil. That's why he did it.
I'm sorry, I gotta take off one of these shirts because god damn it.
Yo, why are you sweating, me?
What do you mean? Why am I sweating? You got me on a freaking warmer. You got me on a kitchen warmer here, bro.
Guys, it is not that fucking hot, guys. It is.
If you guys could see his forehead, look, your AC just kicked on.
Dude, my forehead is right here.
I know.
You see, my AC hits whenever it is higher than 69, man.
In the rest of the apartment, We've got the door closed. What do you think is making the rest of the apartment 69 degrees, sir? If the rest of the apartment is 69, imagine what it is in here. This is a mini conventional oven.
Oh, what you're
Guys,
talking about?
you guys don't believe me, but he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, and if I want to count individual bulbs, that's 6. 6 freaking individual bulbs in here. Tell me that is not gonna produce light. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been on a stage with spotlights, but that's what it feels like. I feel like there's heat radiating from this side.
Yeah, wait, these lights don't even fucking generate heat, Lorenzo. Put your hands right there, wait. No te quema. No te quema.
It's hot. Wait, you'll sell them.
I said in the front, way.
It's
I never said in the back.
bueno, total.
Pero sí, güey. Yeah, so the one thing that I disliked, and the reason why it is not a 10 is how the coach reacted to it.
I love the way he did.
No.
The way he just kicks back and just watches everything go.
No,
The reason why I think he did that was to see the camaraderie, to see who was gonna be like taking each other's backs, like if they were gonna take each other's backs, because Travis, being the least liked at the moment for being the way he is, being an asshole, he's the one that's getting attacked, per se. So then the rest of the team jump in without Alex at this moment, because of course Alex is busy on the phone with his mom and his kid, which actually I think that shows a lot from Alex, and knowing up to this point, not seeing the, only seeing those two family members from his family, his kid and his mom. Like, instead of going out there and hitting on girls, his focus is, like, hey, I'm gonna step away from the bar scene. Boom, you know what? Hit up the payphone, make a collect call, boom, and call up their kid.
So let me tell you why.
Stat.
Let me tell you why I don't.
Hater.
Let me tell you why it doesn't make sense for me the way the coach reacted with.
Why?
Because of what he said.
Okay, cool.
Like the way he was acting. Like, he's a tough coach. Like, he's not their friend. You get me? So, well, okay. So that's either the first part where he's like at ease or whatever.
Me pelas toda la verga, te lo digo en todos los idiomas que tú quieras.
So either the first part of the movie, the first part where we first meet him, that he's like at ease y que les empieza a decir todo, güey, didn't belong there, or he had to be tougher at this part.
Yeah.
Like, because one of those two don't belong. Either because he was playing already the strong part or the alpha of the movie, with him talking over them or telling them like, hey, this is the way it's gonna be run or whatever, whatnot. Y luego para que sea el amigo de ellos, güey, en el bar, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Are you just nodding yeah at this point?
No, I'm hearing you. Este vato, con estas orejotas crees que no te voy a escuchar.
Pero sí,
hasta pinches ovnis y...
no, pero yeah, it got to that point. Porque at the beginning of the fucking, or after they get elected, that he's telling them like, hey, we're gonna leave at 1900, so on and so forth. He's very strong. Okay.
Yeah.
After this bar scene, he's very strong again. So then, why be strong at the first part if everything was gonna be okay? Like, you get me? Like, cause there was no repercussion
for their actions.
for their actions. So then, So then, no, so por eso te digo, güey. Then the first part didn't make any sense. You know, because volvemos a lo mismo. Well, they showed that they were gonna be a team. They showed camaraderie. Like they showed. Hey, wait, if you would have let them at the beginning, this was still gonna happen because of the attitude of Travis. This was still gonna happen. If it wasn't because over a girl, it was gonna be over. Hey, why'd you look at me that way? Or bumping the shoulder into somebody. This was still gonna happen.
But see, this is where I see where it was foreseen, way back since that first interaction with the coach in the locker room, where he says, "Oh, well, you guys have one night left. You guys might want to go out to the bars, and who knows, you guys might get lucky." This is where I see that one scene tie into this, where his reactions, "Hello, they're fucking boys. They're fucking dudes. What are they going to do for their last night of fun to kick it off before you go into 3 months of where there's going to be no drugs, no alcohol, no females, no nothing. You're completely going celibate. Like, you're going to cut everything off. You're going to be clean. What is the first thing a fucking dude is going to do? In any fucking dude's fucking mind. You're going to go out to a bar. You're going to go out and fucking find a female. You're going to go out and have some fun. You're going to go out on the town. It's exactly, it is a trap. Exactly. It is a set trap that they're going to fucking fall for. The least one that you thought would fall for it, Virgil, still ended up fucking falling for it because it was like, everyone's got their weakness, and his apparently was punani, and hey, he wanted it. So what do the boys do? They go out, and that's why I feel that stats taker, Sonny,
No. Sonny, no, el assistant.
yeah, I forget his name.
I don't know.
Well, the assistant.
The assistant.
That's why you see him there at the bar with the boys, and then that's when you see Coach come in. Just once the fight is starting, he sits back at the bar, and all he's doing is observing. He's not getting involved. He's not even mad at the fact that the guys are fighting. He's just sitting back and observing. So this is where I see it, where it's like, I'm the coach, I'm in charge of these boys, but I want, like I said, he wanted to see that camaraderie. He wanted to see that conjoined shit, because he knew that there were a few loose ends, like Travis. Travis was one of the loose ends where he only cared about himself.
Yeah, but okay. So let me put it to you this way:
Okay.
if it would have been anybody else but Travis, Travis would have not responded the same way because everybody else cares. We found out.
Not Virgil. Virgil's very to himself.
He's
very zen.
But he already made a connection with Sonny from the tournament. Yeah. The only one that had not made any connection with anybody was Travis. Por eso te digo, si esto hubiera pasado con Virgil, Sonny would have responded and the other guys would have responded for Sonny. Why? Because Sonny le tiró el tape a Alex y Alex se lleva bien con Tommy. Todos hubieran respondido menos Travis.
Yeah.
Pero como le pasó a Travis, todos estos güeyes... Sí. Pero si hubiera sido cualquier otro menos Travis, Travis no hubiera respondido, güey.
Yeah.
So then this scene... Fuck. This scene wouldn't have gone that same way if anybody else but Travis did it.
But see, that's the intelligence of the coach. The coach knew to put them in that particular scene, and that's why Mark was saying it's a trap. Because the coach is playing off of where would Travis go? Because wherever Travis goes, it just might happen that everyone else might go. And if Travis is going, hey, you know what? Fuck it. We're out on the town. And that's why they're not all together, but they're in the same vicinity. They're near each other. And it's not like one likes going to a coffee shop and, oh, hey, you know what? Let me go and take a latte. Or, it's not that.
No. Like, and I'm going to say this because I usually say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
But given what the director gave us, this was very lazy writing. Because you could have gotten a lot more juice out of having Travis not fight and having somebody else, either Virgil, like, haz de cuenta que la girl, en vez de ser la girl que caminó, güey, ahí, que haya sido la girl del otro, güey. Like, con la que bailó Travis. Que haya sido la girl de ese güey. Que hubiera venido. Que Virgil le hubiera hecho spill tree. Todo lo que pasó, güey. Pero con la girl del güey que estaba jugando pool. Y el güey le hubiera salido. Y que Travis se hubiera puesto en un lado. Like, that's what he gets for taking the girl that I wanted. Or that's what he gets for fucking messing around with somebody else's girl. And having Travis be ¿cómo te puedo decir? Like, the outsider from the team, way, and slowly build them in. Porque, hey, how come you weren't there for us? Like, we would have been there for you.
Yeah.
And I just think from here on out, way, the movie kind of dropped for me very bad. Like, because the first thing that I thought, now that I watched it again, not the first time, but now that I watched it again, was like, damn. Like, what happens if it wouldn't have been Travis?
Yeah.
Like, what happens if everything would have happened, but it would have been Virgil the one instead? Not causing the fight, pero como te digo, que la girl hubiera venido. So, para mí se me hizo, this is like, it just felt like it was a lazy way out, or easy way out, way, for the movie. Because let's say you would have had Travis in the outskirts, way, looking in, right? Like, oh, pues todos estos se llevan bien menos yo. Ah, pues nadie se lleva bien contigo, güey, porque cuando un güey se agarró a putazos, tú no respondiste por él. Y ahora este güey quiere ser parte del equipo y todos los demás no quieren dejarlo ser parte del equipo.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you have Alex going on with the shit at home. Then you have Tommy, once we find out what Tommy's issue is. And now we have Virgil and Sonny giving the back to this guy. And now we have the guy that was supposed to be the tough guy or whatever, trying to fit into a team that he doesn't belong to because he doesn't change his ways.
Yeah.
And then you have a coach that's an asshole. So that would have been a bigger fucking story than the easy way out. Right?
Well, yeah, but
Because we're going to...
remember, we're going back to an 80s movie where they want everything to be quick, short, boom, boom,
No.
right to the point.
Because think about it this. Oh, so right now we're going to hit it. This movie...
Yeah, this is the turning point. This is the turning point.
Yeah,
of the
so
movie.
this movie falls to a point that it becomes very slow and incorrectly cut in the middle. Because there's scenes where it just cuts and you're somewhere else. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Yeah, like I just teleported somewhere else.
yeah. Like, it's not like even like a fucking slow fade into another one and then fade into another fucking scene. It's just cut to one scene and then cut to another.
I'm the same way, Mark. Like I said earlier throughout the episode, this was my first time ever watching this movie. But I will reiterate, I did enjoy this movie. It's actually one of the movies that I've enjoyed the most from the movies that we have covered, if I'm going to be honest.
I don't know how you're going to do it the last week, way. Because you would literally have to watch all the movies that you watched. Because you're going to rank them 1 through 10. Or 10 to 1. 10 through 1.
Well, I mean, I've technically watched all of them, but I will watch them back to back.
You would need to watch...
I'll watch them back to back. Luckily, I do have 2 days off. And it just so happens that I have Wednesdays and Thursdays off. So it'll be...
You have Wednesdays and
it'll be
Thursdays off
fresh.
now?
Yeah. At the moment, that's what my
I'm
schedule.
switching my schedule to Wednesdays and Thursdays off.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what my schedule is at the moment. Wednesdays and Thursdays off. I mean, it'll be perfect for me to be able to watch them back to back and actually rate them. I can actually use 1 or 2 days, or maybe a day and a half.
Watch the extended Lord of the Ring movies.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a day and a half because of your fucking long ass movies.
No, they go Mark watch the extended.
Watch the extended Lord of the Rings.
It's just an hour more, way.
Just an hour more. Oilo, muy chingón. Just an hour more. Órale.
So imagine this part of the movie, the middle part of the movie, that other than just basing it off of Tommy and off of Alex and off of Wade, you would have watched it. You would have also added the element.
Sorry, guys. Hold on. My schedule just dropped, so I'm trying to see if my schedule's staying the same. Yep, it looks exactly the same. Yeah.
So, like I was saying, so
Sorry.
then after this fucking movie, or after not after this fucking movie, after this fucking scene, then we get the whole thing of, hey, I got somebody who's fucking smart, who's fucking good, who was into karate, or that professor or whatever, whatnot, or she knows about or he knows, or Wade knows about martial arts. And the coach is like, okay, like I'll interview. Y luego el coach no la quiere entrevistar, güey, porque es vieja. Like I don't want you to be part of the team or whatever, whatnot. Or they don't say because she's a girl, but basically once he sees her,
It's
yeah, it's referenced to once he sees her.
yeah, like
Like I don't want you here, like, you know, like whatever, whatnot. Even though before he even sees her, he's like, hey, like I don't need anybody else, whatever, whatnot.
it wasn't my decision,
Yeah.
and
So
I don't know where you would fit.
yeah, but so then we get this storyline of her, which was unnecessary. Not because she's a girl, but because we didn't need her in the movie.
But she provided a very she provided that mental state, brother. Because now that we're getting to this part of the movie, this scene, even Coach Kuzo really admires her for her referencing to Vince Lombardi's quote of excellence and winning is a mental state rather than like an action. Like winning is you win every time. You don't win sometimes. You wake up and you're winning. That is what you do. I don't recall the exact quote from Vince Lombardi, but me being a Packers fan, hello, the fucking one of the greatest fucking coaches up there with fucking Phil Jackson of all sports of all time. Hello, this is one of the fucking greatest fucking mentors, teachers, coaches, leaders, whatever you want to frame them as. This for her to quote him, like poof, that alone you can tell with Coach Kuzo when he walks up and he just turns around and looks at her like, did this bitch just fucking quote Vince? Like, you know, like it might seem unnecessary at the moment because like you said, she's not teaching physical training, but there's so much more into any sport where your mental state of mind really affects you. Because if you got shit going on at home, yes, you could use that energy and project it, use it on the field. But the thing is, if you're clear-minded, if you're focused, if you have studied, if you give it your all and embrace that mentality, there's nothing you can't do. You're invincible, literally. Maybe not physically. You might not be able to stop a bullet and become fucking Superman, but, you know, anything that fucking life throws at you, you will be clear-headed and be able to fucking just manage.
I get it. So then how bad of a coach was Kuzo that didn't understand that was important?
See, that we haven't gotten to at the moment because he's blinded from what we learn later on throughout the movie.
Okay, but
He's blinded by that.
But it didn't happen.
He's,
Okay, so
he's like a horse with those blinds
So
on.
it is- okay.
He's got tunnel vision.
yeah, but no me digas. Okay, so think about it.
That's cool.
We're talking about 12 years. Más o menos 12, 16 years, I want to say. Nah, like 12 years. 12 years. 12, 16 years.
Yeah.
Because the Olympics are every 4 years. Right? So we're talking about 12, 14 years, 12, 16 years from whatever incident happened. You're telling me that as a person, you have not grown in the past 12 to 16 years.
No, he did grow. He did grow.
Time out. Not until she comes into the picture.
No. It's so where I go at, it's perspective. It's perspective because Kuzo's way of training his players or his disciples, whatever you want to call them, his way of training is one way. It's rigid. It's focus, and all I want you is power. Be sharp, be quick, connect.
Yeah.
You know,
We get it.
He's in that mind state, but he's perfected that so well
Yes.
that he has completely disregarded
Exactly.
the other part
So
of
that's
the
that's
sport.
what that's what I'm telling you.
The other part of the
That's exactly. That's what I'm telling you. If he has not grown out of the person that he was before, he's just perfected what he knows. Right? There's nothing wrong with that, but he has not grown as a person to care enough about his players. Okay, so then he's not a good coach. Because even Phil Jackson learned to care about his players, and it didn't fucking take him 12 years, 14 years.
Yeah, but don't compare people.
No. I'm not comparing people.
Everybody grows.
No. But I'm telling you,
everyone grows at their
then there's something wrong with the coaching. So then the coach is not as good as he is, or as he is set out to be in the movie. You get me? Like, that's the problem. That's what I'm telling you. It starts to fall off. Porque nos venden a alguien fuerte, of a strong attitude, of a fucking, hey, it's me, it's my house. Like, everything that happens is me. Like, you know, like, I put the rules. But he show us somebody who's like that, but that mentally he's not able to keep up. Like, everything is power. And we all know in this life, not everything is power.
Yes, of course.
So then he has not grown as a coach. He's perfected what he was good at, but he has not grown.
With you there.
Okay.
I will agree with
So
you
then
there. Yes.
this is where I have my problem. You didn't need her in this movie at that point. Because we already knew that this person, the coach, was like this. You should have needed her at the beginning of the movie and starting to have that conflict with him whenever he starts telling him at ease, like, hey, coach, like, you have to understand that these guys made it to the Olympic team. Like, and from there, you would have noticed a difference. So by the time the movie comes to the point where you notice his switch, it would have been like, it's been coming. You know, it's not out of nowhere. Like, it's not from one scene to the next.
Yeah.
It's a conflict that's been come because throughout the whole fucking first part, we don't see that change. Por eso te digo, from here to the end, it falls off. Like, there's nothing congruent about the movie. Because the scenes cut in and cut out, and that's it. There's no follow through with anything. That's why you don't need her in the movie. At that point, you don't need her anymore. We already know that that person, the coach, is like that. And that he's not going to look at that way. I do think that no matter what, he was going to put his team first at the end of the movie. Because no coach ever wants to lose. Por eso te digo, no lo ocupas, güey. Maybe he wouldn't have agreed with what they did. because they never say in the movie that they agree with, pero no lo ocupas.
See, but so I guess where I see it as that first guy that came in, the one that he told, "Oh, well, your focus is on business, mine is in training,"
Yeah.
because that same person is the one that comes in and he tells him, "Hey, this is not an option.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know this is gonna be your assistant coach."
No.
So
Trainer.
or trainer. Yeah, your assistant trainer. So the reason being is because he, in my eyes, this person is understanding, hey, Coach Kuzo is strong and the best at what he does, but he has a fault. And how can I fix that fault? I get another person who can fill in that void and give him the perfect assistant trainer to be able to make up for what he is lacking.
Sí,
Does it
güey.
make that sense?
No, sí,
Does that make sense?
Like, I know why she's in the movie at that point. What I don't understand is why she wasn't at the movie at the beginning. Güey.
Because you, at the beginning of the movie, you want to be able to see that character development from Coach Kuzo, because all you know from Coach Kuzo is, yes, he's a strong-minded individual. He carries himself well, and he demands respect, because even to his own employer, he told him, "Ha ha ha, I'm still in charge.
See,
you hired me to do this, and I'm gonna take care of it."
See, I get it, güey. But out of that, in that same fucking little scene, if she would have been next to him, and she wouldn't have said anything, the scene would have been the same way. But you would have already seen her. Way. You wouldn't have needed to introduce her as a special character when she's an assistant coach. You could have gotten that. You could have gotten that from the fucking meeting or from the fucking little meeting. Like, let's say, hey, this is the way we're gonna act. That this whatever. Se van los guys, way. They get their stuff. They leave, and you're like, and she would have been like, hey, coach, like I understand or whatever, but I don't agree with this. And then you would already had. You wouldn't have emphasized on her being a female. You wouldn't have emphasized her. You wouldn't have emphasized on the character being portrayed a certain way. You see, because right now you gave her an importance because she's a female. You didn't give her an importance because of what she was gonna do, and that's the problem with it. The problem is not that she's a female. The problem is that you've prioritized her as a female instead of her as a character. That because el otro güey es igual de importante, el que se sabe todas las stats. There was no introduction for him. There's not like, hey, well, we're gonna put this guy on you. Like he was already there, way, and he's important because he's the one that gives them all the tape. Like, hey, this is the guys that you're gonna face. Esto es learn this, whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Stand your opponent.
that's what I'm telling you. That's the problem with that's the problem with the film. Por eso te digo,
I guess they did use her as like her story or her background, her introduction as filler.
yeah. So you don't need it. You didn't need it, right?
Yeah.
Like this movie didn't need
I
it.
guess I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Seeing it as a filler rather than like, oh, you could have just introduced all of them at the same time.
Yeah, the same way that you introduced the assistant coach, you could have introduced her, and the little nitpicking between them could have happened in the same scenes without giving her any special treatment just because she's the eye candy of the movie. Because that's basically what she is. Now she's not a character. She's like, oh, this is a female. She's the eye candy. We gotta give her a role. Instead of, hey, this is a character. This is an important character in the movie, and we need to show the character off. That's the problem that I have.
I mean, it's 80s movies. I mean,
No. Sí. Pero volvemos a lo mismo. That's why it starts falling off. You start seeing little things that are starting to fall off. For example, okay, so then we get this little scenes where they're training. Kuzo tells, oh, they start training, right? And then you start seeing the Koreans.
yeah.
Which we did not spend a lot of times with the Koreans except with them training.
videos.
That's
Training
it.
videos.
Yeah, that's all we saw from them. Like we would see our guys training, and then we would see them training, and we're getting our asses kicked. These guys are fucking walking on snow and punching shit, like running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking chopping
I
down
guess
trees
that's where
and shit.
they related it to the Rocky movie
I guess, but
because of the training in the snow.
yeah, and them running upstairs and shit like
Running
that.
upstairs.
But then you see them chopping on trees, on trunks of trees.
I don't know if you've ever tried that, but that
Well, they have bandages and shit to chop. And I don't think they were hitting them that hard because the tree wasn't even moving. Just kidding. I don't know.
Dijo, yo no soy humano, yo soy de otro planeta, pero un planeta no es nada en las manos de Vegeta.
Pero sí, güey. No, I can really care less about the movie at this point, güey. Like, it got to that point. So then,
I guess, yeah, I'll agree with you because yes, to me, I think this was like the low tone on the
because-
movie where it was like, I'm not
So-
as interested, and maybe it's because there wasn't as much action.
no way, but it's because even the conversations that we were having in the movie were fucking pointless. So let me explain to you why. So in these bits, we find out that Tommy's brother died in a tournament
Yeah,
by the same guy, or not? Yeah, by the same guy that we're fighting, that he's fighting.
that he's fighting. Yeah.
Okay, and we find out that the coach was Kuzo. Okay.
No, we don't find it. We don't find that out yet.
Yeah, it's in this stretch, way. Because I'm just talking about the whole stretch because the fucking
okay,
stretch
yeah,
is
yeah. Okay.
So first we find out that Tommy's brother was killed in a tournament. Then later we find out that Kuzo was a coach, and then we find out that Kuzo's a hard ass because he thinks that if he's not a hard ass, then the same thing's gonna happen. Which apparently he didn't fucking learn that it happened because he was a hard ass.
No, he was actually not a hard ass. He was just training them, and they were just doing it for fun.
Okay,
He didn't take the sport seriously.
okay, I'll give it to you. But that's how we find out.
Yeah.
We find out that this guy's holding back because at the beginning of the movie we figure out, like, hey, you're not supposed to hurt anybody in the sport. Like he said it to his kids, so he leads by example, right? A Kuzo no le gusta.
Yeah, because he asked him, why are you holding back?
Yeah. We get zero character development other than Tommy. The movie letting us know that Tommy's brother died. Kuzo was a coach. That's his brother. And that Alex, le pegaron a su hijo. Un carro le pegó, lo atropelló. He ended up unconscious with the arm broken or whatever.
Leg broken.
Yeah. And then he ended up in a coma. He's like, Alex, or whatever his name is. He's like, I'm here. Se levanta el niño. El coach no lo quiere para atrás, güey. X cosas. So, sí.
That part. Oh. Man, that's the part where I didn't like him. Where I didn't like Kuzo. Or the coach. Because I was like, I get it. I get the discipline. I get the no distractions, no nothing. But, have a fucking heart. I mean, that's not a brother. That's not a sibling. That's not a parent. Like, that's his child. That's the only other human being that he has on this earth other than his mom, and he's responsible for him. Like, just going to visit him, we got to think about that. Back then, there was no FaceTime. Like if it was that sort of decision, hey, well, okay, like, fuck it, FaceTime him and, make sure he's okay, and eso te lo acepto, pero they didn't have that technology back then.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know what was going on until he got to the hospital and actually talked to the doctor. Of course, once he gets there, doctor lets him know, hey, it's not that serious. Your kid will be able to walk again.
He's just
his
in a
legs in
coma. He could
cast,
take.
he's
He
just
would
in a
get up in
coma.
an hour, a day, a week, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
I actually didn't have a problem with the coach being that way.
Oh, see, son of a bitch.
Not because I agreed with him,
Why?
but because I already knew that this coach didn't grow. This coach has not grown from his ways.
Previous mistakes.
Yeah. So then, it doesn't matter what. Por eso te digo, güey. No, ya no. It would have been a bigger surprise that he would have been like, go. I just can't be like that in front of everybody else, but go. You know?
Yeah.
Why? Because that would have shown a different character development from the coach.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Por eso te digo, güey. No, it was very lazy writing at this point. It went from being very good writing at the beginning to very lazy writing in the middle. So then what happens? We get cut from there. The movie cuts literally from Alex talking to the coach to Alex being in the room and Tommy coming back to the room. He's like, hey, what's going on? Hey, my son, I don't know what. He's like, leave your stuff. We'll deal with the coach later. Le da su jacket. And then we jump to the airplane. And then we jump to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then we get everything that the doctor says. Then we come back. And then it cuts. And then it cuts to him walking into the gym. Like, bro, that was not in one day.
Yeah. Like there was a.
Yeah,
was
but
that
it's
snip,
like
snip,
the
snip,
movie
snip,
just
snip.
became very, very wrong edited.
Yeah. It just jumped everywhere.
Yeah, to where it shouldn't have been an hour and 80, an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, it could have easily gone to an hour and 90.
An hour and 60, wait, or 2 hours, not an hour and 90. It could have easily gone to 120 minutes.
50.
It could have easily gone to the 2 hours, wait. But it was very wrong edited to the part that the movie is kind of like, oh, what the fuck just happened? Like we went from everybody being together to the team just being down to 4 players, and then it gets cut wrong again, and you get Tommy leaving apparently. Like in a bite.
That part was confusing. Like it threw you all over the place. Both emotionally and story wise. I'll agree with you. I felt like they just threw a whole bunch of information of backstory in a short span of time. And like you said, with cut in the wrong spots.
No joke, Mark. I don't know if you paid attention to it, but there's parts of the movie that it gets cut and you can hear the noise from the scene before jumping into the next scene. Because it was edited improperly, way.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, like there's scenes
I
way.
didn't notice that, but
So
I
there,
might have to see
so
it
no nos
again.
vamos tan lejos. The scene where Alex is talking to the coach, like in the room after the coach goes like, "Hey, Alex, can I talk to you?" Like he walks into the room and then we hear the coach before the movie switches, before the scene switches. We hear the coach, and what happens with this team, I have control of, or I decide. And in between those words, wait, the movie cuts to the coach talking to the, I guess the one that hired him, and then they're in the gym already. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that, to be honest with you.
Like it was like, wait, we were just in the fucking room. Like we didn't even know what the fuck they talked about. Like because that's another thing. We never get the coach saying, "Hey, I understand. I messed up." Like you never get that from the coach. Right? Not saying like the coach should have done it or whatever, but if they're gonna feed us like, "Oh, the coach had a change of heart," give us the fucking change of heart.
Yeah.
Like you see, in this, like, don't leave us out in limbo without any information about anything, because we don't have any information other than Alex is gone because the coach doesn't want him back. Tommy is gone because it's too much to him to handle that his brother died by the guy that he's fighting, and he doesn't want to fight the guy because of his anger. And he preaches, "Don't hurt your opponent." And then you have the coach who doesn't give a fuck about anybody except himself and his team. But now he doesn't have a team because now there's only 3 players or three people. So now we're fucking stuck in a movie that the the coach is the bad guy. The assistant is trying to change the coach's heart, but the coach doesn't fucking know. And then the assistant of the assistant, oh no, the trainer tries to change the coach's heart, which is the girl, and then the assistant is fucking unuseful for anything other than giving stats. So then we have important characters somewhere else that don't belong to the movie anymore. Because now your main thing is, well, now we have Sunny, we have Travis, and we have Virgil, and that's it.
Yeah.
So then what the fuck happened to this movie? Where the fuck did this movie go? Like, and that's it, you never recuperate that.
Yeah.
Like that middle part of the movie, you never get it back. Like you're like, wait, like,
Where did this go?
yeah, like you're watching the movie, and you're like, did I miss something? Like,
Yeah, I felt like that when I was seeing it, and I guess it affected a little bit the fact that I was smoking while I was seeing it. But I was like, no, I didn't go anywhere. Like, I mean, I'm still here. Like, what the fuck? I didn't space out. But I see where you're getting with that. The fact that it just jumps so quickly from one scene to another, without fully explaining.
yeah, it's just another thing that doesn't make sense. So even the training way that the Americans are doing, like, it's not emphasized a lot because we have everything going on with.
The backstories
Yeah.
and
So we see the training of the fucking Koreans, and then we see what the fuck we're going through. Dude, we're getting our asses kicked. Like, why even show up? Like, si me entiendes? Like, that's another thing. Like, this movie was supposed to be about the tournament.
I actually when I got to this point of the movie, in my head I started thinking, man, I hope these motherfuckers lose and it's not a fucking happy ending. I don't know why, but when I got to this part of the movie, I was like, I hope this isn't just
You're such an un-American.
huh?
You're such an un-American.
An un-American?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't live in a fantasy world, sir. I wasn't brought up in a fantasy world. But yeah, like I wanted it to be like, please make this believable. Like, yes, okay, I get it. They're good athletes, but you can completely see that they're unmatched. Like, it's night and day. Like, heart goes a long way, but heart can't carry you all the way. If that makes any sense. Like, you still need these things. Like, you still need a whole bunch more.
So that's the thing that's another thing that I didn't fucking get from the movie. Because the coach is all strong, and then he's like, I don't care if they lose, as long as they try their best. That's enough for me. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Like, you failed at your job. But I guess in a sense, to to stand behind
No, because that's not who the character is, Lorenzo. Like, he's saying this even before he gets a change of heart.
True.
So then now I don't understand. Like, is he playing to be a certain way? Like, porque no le queda. Or, no, Peter, you didn't even fucking watch it, Peter.
Yeah, I don't think Peter watched it.
No.
And welcome to the show, Peter.
Like, it got to the point where you're like, bro, why are you saying this now? Like, you should have said this from the fucking beginning, and the guys would have been a lot more behind you than now.
Yeah.
Like, por eso te digo, it was very lazy writing in the fucking middle of the movie. When this character didn't make sense. And fucking Alex is like, you want me to beg? I'll beg. You want me to beg? I'll beg. Bro, he doesn't want you to fucking beg. Like, why are you gonna meet one of your better fucking players
A veteran
Yeah,
athlete
or
at that.
like one of your best athletes with look like a fool in front of his teammates. Like you deal
For
with
choosing his son
yeah,
over
like
the
¿sí me entiendes?
competition.
Like
Yeah, I know, I get it.
so then you can't give me the whole well if they lose but they give it their best speech. Like I'm gonna be okay. No, you're not. Like
Yeah,
that's not who the fuck you are.
The movie does contradict itself there.
Like por eso te
Already
digo,
character wise.
yeah, por eso te digo. From the beginning of the movie, that's the issue that I have with some of the movies.
Yeah.
Like, don't feed me something and then tell me that the character's not like that.
Don't tell me it tastes like apple pie and then serve me fucking pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah, because it's not even something that the character did to change its way. It's you being a fucking lazy ass and not fucking figuring out that you said something else at the beginning of the movie. And that's why this movie just fucking went downhill from the first third.
I hadn't seen it that way, but yeah, I guess that's making it a lot more sense. You're gonna make me give it a different rating at the end of this.
No. Don't believe me.
Than what I thought I was gonna give it initially. Just with that comment alone, because I hadn't seen it in that perspective, I will have to change it.
So
because
that's
that does take away a lot from the movie.
So that's what I was telling you. This girl that you introduced was eye candy and a filler instead of being a character that we needed. Because if this was a character that we needed, this problem of the coach saying this, it would have come from the beginning of the movie leading up to this point.
Yeah.
Like, ¿sí me entiendes?
Yeah.
Not this
No,
change
I
of
get
heart just from one day to the next.
Just,
Like,
just like because it te nació out of the blue.
Yeah.
No seas mamón.
Anything else before te vas a tener que remar, güey, porque tengo que ir al baño.
Estamos igual. Estamos igual, pero yeah.
O rema tú si quieres. O yo remo primero. Before we
Remo tú
continue.
primero.
¿Eh?
Digo, remo yo primero.
Bueno, pues pon el de tu brother, güey.
Okay. You mean OG Barber? Okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second sponsor. OG Barber guy, OG Barber 956 guys. What can I say about him? I know Chino just said he is my brother, and yes, he is my younger brother. But not because I am biased am I saying this. I'm telling you this because I am not one to trust anybody with my hair. To be honest with you, before even him cutting my hair, I would cut my own hair. I cut my own hair at home, got my own machines. I can do my own hair. And I prefer to do it myself. But since I've had OG Barber 956 start doing my hair, you know what? I can fully stand behind him. I will go and see him when he is available. He does a spectacular job. Not only I can recommend it, I know a few of our viewers have actually gone to him. A few of some of our viewers' husbands have gone to him. Treats you like a king. Treats you like the number one client whenever you are in his chair. Does anything, fades, you name it, dyes. You want cornrows, pretty sure you can do that. You want highlights, you want just a little bit off the top, whatever it is that you want. You want a facial, you want a shave. I can't express enough. This boy has surprised even me. He has surprised. Look, even Ada is commenting there that her husband is super picky and has loved OG Barber 956's work. This is completely unbiased, guys. I wouldn't stand behind him if I didn't believe in his work. I am just like that. That's just the person I am. I won't stand behind him, just like with Mitos Creations and HT Rosales or Rosales HT. I won't stand behind a product or a person if I do not love them fully. Another thing, he has changed locations. He is no longer working for anybody else. He has started to become independent. He has started his own shop. He is now conveniently located at, give me a quick second, let me pull up that address for you guys. He is now conveniently located at 5025 West Expressway 83, Suite 135, International Suite 102, McAllen, Texas 78503. For those of you that are part of the McAllen area, this is the little plaza right next to Tinseltown in Mission. It's right across the street from Gold's Gym. Same little plaza where Taco, I think it's Pollo Palenque.
Pollo Palenque.
Pollo Palenque is at. Man, I've helped him set up his new station there. It is amazing. He's got new chairs. He's got new things going on, and you guys can go ahead and set up your appointments there at the phone number provided, 956-878-5289. You guys can also follow him on Facebook at OG Barber 956 or Alejandro Martinez. I believe he does have Instagram and TikTok as well. If you guys do want to go ahead and see some of his work, I know he does post it often. I am one of his models. I haven't gone to get cleaned up fresh this week, but I usually do go every week. And look, even a week's time, I'm still looking good. It ain't been faded too much. But once again, thank you very much for OG Barber 956 representing. And once again, guys, go ahead and give him a call. See him on any part of social media. And let's get back to it. You can go ahead and remat, bro. Let me go ahead.
I know. No, I'll do it to the end.
We can, if you want.
No, I'll do it to the end. No, it's not a problem.
Would you care for another beer?
No, I got you one. Oh, wait.
One or two?
No, I didn't get you one. Never mind, you can get yours. Yeah. Well, guys, let me just go off on. You got cornrows in your hair, and you got cornrows down there. Let me go ahead and tell you guys the rest of the list for this coming time. We'll use this time as just a reminder of what movies we have coming up. Give me one quick minute, and I'll get you guys. Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. We got episode 11 is gonna be 9, the cartoon. Episode 12 is gonna be The Nightmare Before Christmas, the cartoon. Episode 13 is The Dark Knight, and that's the Joker movie, or where the Joker comes out. And episode 14 is gonna be Whiplash. So, if I'm not mistaken, September 29 is gonna be episode 11, which is 9, the cartoon. October 6 is gonna be episode 12, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Episode 13 is gonna be October 13. Oh wow, that's badass. The Dark Knight, the movie. Episode 14 is gonna be October 20th. Which is gonna be Whiplash, and then episode 15, the final episode, which will be the top 10, will be October 27th. Now, guys, if you want us to watch movies for the next season, we're gonna pick 14 movies out of whatever list you guys give us. From those movies, they're in no particular order, but you have to let us know by episode 14, which is October 20th. That day we will be requesting movies, so like that we can let you know on episode 15 what movies we're gonna watch, so like that you guys can have them. For those of you that are in the family plan, what I'm gonna do actually for episode 1 of season 2 is I'm actually gonna open up another family YouTube channel. So I'm gonna raffle 5 of those spots, or 4 of those spots. I'm sorry, because one of them has to be me. So I'll raffle 4 of those spots, and then I'll pay that monthly tuition. And then whenever season 3 comes in, you guys will get deleted from there, and then we'll put in 4 new people. Or if you win again, well, you get posted again on there. But yeah, Mark, save them for week 14 on October 20th, which is episode 14. Save them for then. So like that I can make a list of all the movies that you guys want us to watch, and then I'll draw them. I'll show Lorenzo that I'll draw them like randomly, and then we'll be able to assist. If Lorenzo wants to watch one specifically, we'll watch that one. Remember, guys, they have to be at least 8 years or older. So there is nothing new. It has to be 8 years or older.
Dum, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, we're not trying to do anything newer. And they could be whatever type of movies you want. Make sure that they're full-length movies, please.
Try to not have 2-hour, 3-hour long movies.
That's fine, man.
You know.
Like we'll draw them out. Horror movies are also short.
Yeah.
I don't.
Most are.
Yeah.
They're usually like 90 minutes.
Most good horror movies are short.
Yeah.
But we should be good, man. Again, if you can tell me where we can watch them for free, just so I can have that info ready. If not, I'll search it up. But are we ready for the final part?
Oh, we sure are.
You sure?
Yes.
Concentration at its finest.
At its finest, sharp as a tool.
Okay. With this being said,
What's going on?
before we start getting into it,
Damn, I should have kept this one paused.
you should have fucking closed it.
Nah, it's all right. Start. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't tried this beer, it's amazing. Very strong, but amazing. So where are we at?
We are in the final part of the movie.
Oh, so we're
So-
going down to the tournament.
Yeah, we're down to the tournament. We skipped a share of the movie because it was fucking pointless. There was zero interest in my behalf in the middle part of the movie. There was nothing done to this movie in the middle that I would want to keep in this movie. The movie completely fucking fell. And honestly, the middle part of the movie is a fucking 2 to me.
I just read fucking Peter's comment.
Oh.
Really, Peter?
Like the middle part of the movie did nothing for me. So I'm very happy we got to the end. With this being said, anything about the tournament that stood out to you? Mark, you see that's the issue. The character building was not even done properly. Like that's what we're talking about. To me, what bothered me the most is that the coach switched.
It was very messy. It was very
Yeah.
messy written.
Yeah, it was
like written
or it was cut improperly, or they edited the movie wrong. I think that's the thing. I think they edited the movie wrong. I do think that there was character development properly done, but the movie's wrong edited wrong.
I
Sorry.
think they could have used a little bit more. Like I said earlier throughout the show, I believe they could have involved some of the other characters rather than just focusing on 3 or 4 of the characters. I think they could have used the whole team and given a backstory. But I will say that yes, it did throw me off this past couple of scenes that we just went over. that part is what threw me off. But this last part, this ending tournament, is what really, like, I guess, tied it in together, where it made me feel that, oh, okay, now I'm understanding the movie once again. But yes, I do believe you could have used a little bit. They could have used a little bit more of character development.
Yes. You could have done the whole movie about the training, and this final part of the movie would have
Cut it short.
no, even cut it short. This final part of the movie would have given you a lot more character building than what they tried to do in the middle of the fucking movie. Like, you could have had the whole part of the fucking idiot cowboy, of the fat boy, like being the dick that he was throughout the whole fucking movie until it turned around and he wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Or play out to the point that, I don't know, Sonny would have gotten injured. And then this guy's like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, it's okay. I'll make it up for you. He's still being cocky, but he's being a team player. You could have built up to all of that. If you would have done a proper character building, you could have built up to all of that. And yet, you have him being a nice person, like, out of nowhere. Like, oh, like, I think we need the rest of the guys. Can you let him back? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's not him.
True, but I feel like it was needed in the sense for the sense of camaraderie. And I'm guessing it's Travis understanding the opponents they're about to face, knowing the strength that both Alex and Tommy were bringing to the table, that really sort of made him realize, like, hey, we're training damn near fucking hired assassins to go against, and we've only had 3 months of fucking training when they've been training all their lives.
Yes.
And they have full support of their government.
No, yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I get all of that, way. Pero you can't have the character change from one day to the next week.
But it wasn't one day from
Yeah,
one day to the next. No,
'cause-
because remember, by this time they have already spent 3 months in.
No,
so
see.
let's say even that they're 2 weeks away from the actual.
No, I think they're like 3 days away from the
yeah,
tournament.
so they're 3 days away from the
Sí, güey.
tournament. That's
Pero
standard 3
no
months.
nos había dado, during those 3 months, güey, up to this point, there was nothing leading to the cowboy changing direction.
This is true because even at that lunch that they had,
He was still
I
making
think
fun of
he's
Tommy
yellow.
and whatever,
And I
whatnot.
think that was a very smart scene too, where from Tommy's perspective, well, I don't know, boys. What do you guys think? Is he yellow?
Obvious.
His quick response was, well, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, and with just that one word,
Yeah, like el otro way, he's like, oh, I'm fucking stupid. Like,
yeah, fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
And everybody else starts
Pero,
laughing. Breaks attention
por
on
eso
that.
te digo, güey. Like, that scene did a lot more for the movie than everything around it. ¿Sí me entiendes? Because that's what I thought was gonna happen throughout the whole fucking movie, throughout the whole training camp. It had to be like that way. Why? Because this is the only person who doesn't fit in. Like, he thinks that the whole world revolves around him, and it's not like that.
Yeah.
And they didn't play out to it. Like, they made him over the top to the point that it became fucking boring every time that he was on screen, because it was always the same thing. And then from one day to the next, he's very nice, and he's like, coach, we need our players, we need our friends. Like, like, no, it's not true. Like, that's not the same person that he was yesterday. Or in your last scene, he wasn't like that. And that's what I'm telling you. Wait, this movie is bad edited. Maybe there was scenes where he was changing his character and we never saw it. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, I can give you that, but there was no character building for anybody else, except for Tommy and Alex. Because the coach switched characters from a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And he didn't even need the girl to switch characters.
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, where Alex, so long story short, before the tournament, Alex gets accepted and Tommy gets accepted.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, no sorries and no apologies. Or no apologies and no apologies given or taken. Or some shit like that. You know? And he goes back to being that hard person. Bro, like, you can't give me that hard person after you tell me that it doesn't matter if you lose, like, as long as they give it their all. Like, stop fronting on the person that you're trying to be in front of everybody else. You get me? Like, now, ya no le creí al coach. You see miss?
Yeah. See,
Okay.
I'm understanding.
So then we get to the tournament. Right?
Yeah.
Anything about the tournament that stood out to you before the tournament? Because
Before the tournament, so I don't think we've covered Tommy's stepping away from the team prior to the actual tournament.
we talked about it a bit, but
Yeah, like so I think that moment was very pivotal for the bromance that Alex and Tommy had. Alex coming in to beg for a spot back on the team. And then you have Tommy, he goes and he's hitting that bag that measures the
power.
the power behind his kick. And then of course Coach Kuzo's like, hey, well, why the fuck are you still holding back? We're 3 days away from the competition, blah blah blah. Like, don't hold back. And of course, Tommy starts going into that scene where Tommy is he starts reminiscing on his brother's past and all this and all that, and you see that emotion go into him, and he even gets to the point where it's so noticeable where he changes his stance. It's not even like his regular just kick. It's now he means business. His stance changes, and you can see the devil in his eyes, and then it's all of a sudden you see that that Pam, and then you see his automatic emotional reaction because Virgil is holding the bag, and he kicks the bag so hard, Virgil's knocked 3-4 feet away, bangs his head, gets knocked unconscious, and of course like his memory starts going back onto what happened to his brother, and he starts feeling afraid. And I actually like that, because that is one of the things that I respect and admire most of Mike Tyson. I know he's one of the ones that every single time he'd step into the ring, before he stepped into the ring, no, he would cry. And he said this in many interviews, and reason being is because he was scared every single time he'd go into the ring. Not because he was scared of the opponent, but because he was scared of killing his opponent, because he knew the power that he had behind his punches and behind his the power that he possessed, and he knew that state of mind that he would go into, where he would just go in there and he was a fucking killer, and that is one thing I do admire a lot from fighters, many fighters, because it is very hard to hold back that restraint, and especially when you have something so so powerful, like a sibling's death, and let alone that, having the person that killed your sibling and having that same opponent, not letting that rage, that emotion just flood your mind. That alone, that's why I understood why Tommy took off. And yeah, Tommy took off, and even though Alex told him, well, if you leave, you're an asshole, and Tommy didn't realize or didn't come to the understanding until he sees those two little boys at that gas station where that the youngest kid drops a snow cone, and both of them got snow cones, but the older brother sees them, and the little kid's like, oh well shit, like fuck, I dropped my shit, and you can tell the little kid's about to cry, but the older brother's like, have mine, and like, that a boy, and the little kid's happy, and it just sort of like jogs his memory, and it's like, man, it was I think that was a very powerful scene in the movie, or character development for este muchacho, Tommy.
So I didn't have any issues.
Before we went into the tournament, of course.
Yeah, no, but I didn't have any issues with Tommy's way of reacting to things, because his whole motto was, we don't do this to hurt others.
Yeah, he went numb.
Yeah,
He went numb.
no, but he wouldn't. He always led by example, right? So his whole thing is like, this is a sport. You don't hurt others. Yeah. You practice a sport. You can compete in the sport, but
Cheers.
you don't fucking do it. Like, you don't do it to hurt others.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is the coach wing. Here we go again. Like, if the coach fucking tells you, like, hey, ya se murió alguien on my behalf, and I haven't changed from that, then there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if this is the person who's holding back, and from the get-go he was holding back, why is he still part of the team? Where is your coaching experience to be like, hey, this person's going to hold back? I'm not going to put his mental health in danger over a sport. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like,
And that's why the female, I don't remember her name.
Wade. I know her as Wade.
Yeah.
'Cause that's Deadpool. Wade.
Okay, so that's why Wade's involvement in this team was so imperative, because they knew that.
Pero ella no hizo nada hasta el final, güey. Like,
Yes and no.
No,
Yes and
like-
no, because they didn't show so much of the training, but I'm pretty sure that throughout those 3 months of
pero
training,
ahí nos vamos a lo mismo.
there was-
We cannot
there
talk.
was jumping.
Yeah,
There was
we
jumping in
cannot
the
talk about
scenes.
things that we didn't watch. That's why I said
There's jumping in the scenes.
that's why I said from the beginning. Maybe no nos vamos tan, what did I say about Travis? Maybe there was parts in the movie that it showed Travis changing his attitude, but we never saw it. So we can only speak for what we saw.
Yeah.
And for what we saw, nunca se ocupó ella, güey.
Yeah, and that's why I agree with you. Like, it was lazy writing. It's missed opportunity.
Or editing.
Yeah, where they could have used that time to be able to fill in those gaps, to make you realize. But like I said earlier throughout the episode, that is one of the things that I did enjoy from this movie, because it is such a manly thing for most of us to do. That is, no sé, nos nace. It's to grab all that negative shit, ball it up, bottle it up, seal it, put a cork on it, and just move on. Move on. Instead of letting it out, instead of finding a release for it,
Yeah.
we all have that. I've seen it. I've seen it in you. I've seen it in other friends. I've seen it in myself. And I can honestly recognize it. It's not a healthy.
Yeah, no, it's not a healthy
thing to
way
do.
of living.
Yeah, it's not a healthy thing to do. And that's why I agree with Alex when Alex was having that conversation with Tommy, where it's like he's telling him like, "Hey, your brother's dead. My wife is dead. There's nothing we can do about that. And if you leave, you're an asshole. Like you gotta face this shit head on." And unfortunately for some of us, those actions that we have to take aren't as clear as some others. But I do believe that was a very powerful message in this movie. That as a man, I can agree with, I can see, and stand fully behind. That's one of the things that really gave it a lot of points for me.
It's just I didn't see anything wrong with Tommy's little background story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, I didn't see anything wrong with Tommy's background story. I didn't see anything wrong with Alex's background.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, not background, but what was going on in the movie. My issue is this movie was cut so wrong that the movie all of a sudden just felt like boom, 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 and we're at the tournament.
Yeah.
And we didn't have no solution for anything else other than
Yeah. No, and like I said, I agree with you.
And-
Because
and that-
that's where I got lost.
yeah. And well, I didn't get lost. I just couldn't care less about the middle part of the movie. Because at the end of by the time we got to the airport, everybody was friends. How did everybody become friends? Like, there was no explanation over anything of how everybody was so lovey-dovey by the fucking time we got to the airport. Now, shut the fuck up, Peter. Yeah.
I know, I saw it too. You sound smart though, using the word concur.
He doesn't even. Anyways.
Apparently he does know what it means.
No, I know he knows what it means. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
I know.
Okay, so then we get to the fucking tournament. We get to the first fight. I concur, guys. It did nothing for me. The first fight was, we knew we were gonna get our asses whooped, right?
Once again, that's one of the things that I loved about this movie, where at the beginning, we're seeing, I told you, what was it, like halfway through the movie, I told you that I was like, I wish we don't get that same old fucking fairy tale where it's like, oh, you over fucking conquer your fucking fears, and the world's gonna be fucking full of rainbows and fucking unicorns. But rather, hey, fucking have life and smack you right across the face and say, hey, you know what? This is the reality. And this is what I liked about the beginning of this tournament, where it's like you are the underdog and you are going to be portrayed as the underdog, at least for the first 3 fights. And I think I even took a little bit of extra loving into having Travis lose at his own game. Being cocky and, oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking, what did he say? I'm gonna rip your head off or some shit like that. And, or I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna kill you. Something like that. Yes, BB, I will agree with you. The intro music, I don't recall it, but I do recall the music while we were having the tournament, and I remember watching the tournament. Music has that ability to it'll make my hands start to sweat. It'll make me start to sweat. The same reason why back then armies used to have those drum lines,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and set the energy. And I mean, even to this day, it's used in movies.
Well, it drives a fucking feeling.
Yeah,
Like music
Yeah,
makes you have a certain type of feeling. Like, so yeah, that's
and subconsciously.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, but every
like depending on what type of
notes.
music they're playing,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a certain feeling to it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I could really care less about the tournament at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I already was drawn out of the fucking movie.
In which the first, second, third, fourth.
No. Like by the time we got to the part of the airplane, like or where they were getting to South Korea,
You didn't even
I was
wanna
already
see
out of
the-
the movie.
Yeah, you didn't want to see. You
Yeah.
didn't want to see the tournament.
Like I was like, I'm gonna watch the tournament, and like I said, because I did not know the way the movie would play out at the end. For the reason being that I thought that the person that had lost their brother was Alex, not Tommy. Like I watched it, but I could care less about the movie. Like I was so drawn
The first
out.
time or the second time?
No, the time that I saw it, like now, this time.
Okay, just
Yeah,
recently.
because when I was younger, I said all these movies I loved growing up,
Yeah, of course.
but like right now that I watched it, I was like, I'll watch it again because it's not long and it's not. The tournament is okay. The first part of the movie is fucking good.
Fine.
What sucks is the
The middle.
middle part of the movie. And the tournament was just
It's like you're biting into a reverse Oreo.
like, the tournament is just the tournament, you know, like it's a competition, you know. It wasn't even well written, because you knew by the time two things were gonna happen. By the third fight, you knew either the good guys were gonna come back or they were gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like there was not even a suspenseful moment that, oh my god, like what the fuck am I waiting for? Because all the fights were very uneven.
Yeah. Mark, they did find out who the best of the best was, but you gotta wait for it.
So when it got to the part of the first fight, it had to be a blowout.
And
Then
I know
Virgil,
you're only here for the comments because there's no hors d'oeuvres or any snacks.
then other than that,
Fuck it with
then Virgil fought. It was also a landslide.
you.
Then the Cowboy fought. It was all right, but he was not who he thought he was, and he was never the who he thought he was.
No, and that's where I found a little bit of pleasure, I guess, of taming the bully.
Yeah.
Because
But at this time, he wasn't the bully anymore because he
no,
just
no,
became lovey-dovey.
Yeah,
You see, and that's the thing that I don't fucking get. Like, they went back to him like, oh, I'm gonna get you, or this and that. Bro, like, ya no te creo. Porque ya no eras esa persona, like, 5 minutes ago in this fucking movie.
no, but it doesn't change the mentality he usually has.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the fact that he still goes into that part. Like, even though he lost the first 2 points, you know, like he's quick to be like, "Wah." Like, okay, now you little fucking chink, now I got you. You're a fucking little piece of yellow shit, and I'm gonna fucking take you on. You know, he goes into his little racist and his little fucking bully mindset. But that is one thing I have learned in life. It doesn't matter how big of a fish you are at the moment, there will always be a bigger fish. There will always be someone better, more talented, and whatever the fuck you're doing. And it doesn't matter who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
You can be the best at the moment, but there will always be someone to come and knock you down. And Ismael, please don't say fucking Canelo to Triple G.
No. Mark, yeah, this movie cannot be made today. One, because of all the fucking
People would be offended
yeah.
like a motherfucker. You'd
Two,
have LGBTQ fucking attacking left and
for
right.
what?
You'd have what for the offensive of the females. Oh, females can't.
That's not even LGBT. That's females way. Period.
And what? There's no females in fucking LGBTQ.
Yeah, but
that
that
want to be empowered women.
no. Wait,
at
bro,
it.
you just
Like-
fucking digging yourself in a bigger hole.
Well, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I
No,
love
you can't.
everybody.
No.
I'm being honest.
No,
guys. I love
no.
everybody.
You can't say.
I love
Don't get me wrong.
everybody. Whatever
Okay.
the fuck you guys do behind closed doors and whoever you
No,
want
no,
to
no.
stick, wherever
You cannot-
you want to get sticked, that is none
Bro,
of my concern.
you cannot.
I
Eh,
don't
güey,
give
es
a
como
fuck.
decir.
Y'all live y'all's life
Es como,
just like I live mine.
bro, you just said for something that is like, okay, con todo respeto, sabes que te van a faltar el respeto, güey. That's the same thing that you just did right now. Like,
Okay, but I'm
no,
honest.
no. But you can't be like, you can't say, like, fuck,
Forgive me for being myself.
no,
and then being
wait, no,
myself.
not that way. But you already said it,
That's what I
way.
just did.
But you already said it,
I
like,
know, that's all I'm saying. Forgive me for being
no,
myself. but
no.
I'm being
You see,
myself.
no way. It's just you already said it. That's it.
That's why.
No, that's it.
No, it's fine. And I don't mind. Hey,
Insert foot in mouth.
no me alcanza. I'm not that flexible.
No, but yeah, no, you just said it. That's it.
Mm.
Like, nah,
Hey.
that's it.
Nah,
Anyways.
I love everybody.
So
It don't matter.
no, you can't say I. Oh, that's it. You can't say I love everybody and then say what you said. We like just put them apart.
I do. I just said they would get offended.
Okay,
It's
that's
the
it.
truth.
Ay, déjalo, güey. Anyways, to the point being, it wouldn't even matter, way. Like the only thing that would have been offensive today, more likely would be the slurs that they used during the movie. Other than
Like the yellow and the racist slurs.
yeah, you eat that. Yeah, like that would be the only thing though.
You keep eating that, you just might grow slanted eyes or whatever.
Yeah. But other than that,
People
I
are
don't,
fucking worse today. Now with the fucking coronavirus, oh, you must eat fucking bats too. You know.
I don't say that. Lorenzo.
No, well, I know you wouldn't, but you know, you've seen a whole bunch of fucking interviews of just fucking random fucking
that-
ignorant
It's
people. just
exactly.
fucking-
What?
it's ignorant.
Who the fuck was saying the fucking slurs?
yeah.
That's it.
Hey, well, I mean, we are from Texas, but
He was not from Texas.
yeah, I know. But he dressed as a cowboy, so
Cowboys aren't from Texas.
there's a lot of cattle ranches.
But Cowboys aren't from Texas.
Texas, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, but remember, Cowboys in Texas.
Or rancheros.
Yeah. They're not Cowboys.
Mm.
Yeah, because we were not Texas. We were Mexico.
Facts.
So
We still are, motherfucker. This is still Mexico, but just on the American side. That's what my buddy tells me. Buddy from Michigan tells me that.
dice Pleasanton that it's the birthplace of Cowboys. Yeah, Pleasanton's not in Texas.
is.
Bien terco.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I could have been.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, or from what I learned, I don't know if it's still holding true. But
You mean
They were not-
girls? Is my
yeah, but I don't think they were called. I think they were.
because the only ones that I care for.
They were called something else. Their name was in Spanish, and then they translated it to English. But they weren't Cowboys.
And you know, cowboys were actually cow hands. So hence portraying black servants on ranch hands. That's what they were called, cowboys, because the derogative term for them were boys.
Yeah, that's why we the boys.
Hence the, hey boy, come here.
Yeah, like
you know.
master bedroom. You know why it's called the master bedroom?
Yeah.
Because that's where the master would sleep from the
Master would
slaves.
sleep. Yeah. Hey, massa.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
what can I
now
do
they
for
call
you?
it the main room.
I'd still call it a master bedroom.
Yeah, but now whenever you go search for like you go house
I
hunting.
don't get offended. Fuck.
No. But once you go searching, like they call it the main room.
Autumn Ada, is this correct? You being an interior designer, is that what they call it now?
What?
What'd you call it?
The main room or the
Main room.
the
No, wouldn't the main room be like the family room?
no.
Like
Fuck. It's because somebody told me, like, cause I was in a call and I'm like, oh, what room do you have it? And they told me they're like, this is, and I'm like, the master bedroom. Oh, we don't call it the master bedroom because people get offended. So it's now the.
That's probably fucking Generation X or.
But whatever, it's not called the master bedroom anymore.
See, not where I'm from.
Yeah, but like, there is they call it something else.
She's
Right?
an interior designer, if I'm not mistaken.
The sensei bedroom. No, Peter. So from the fucking.
Stay away.
So we could care less. I could care less about the first 3 rounds. Then the fourth round came around, and it was Alex. So we knew Alex was good. Actually, we knew Alex was a lot better than Tommy. From everything
Experience.
he had more
Experience-wise.
experience. So it was the most experience from the United States versus the most experience from Korea, which it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It does.
No.
It makes perfect sense.
Because- no, because-
from coach wise, seeing
No.
seeing
Not
Coach Kuzo's
not that way, but
mentality-
the age way. Because we see the guy that beat Tommy's brother. Well, like, he was
not the
18.
eldest. Is not the eldest of the team.
No, but he was like 18, 22.
No. Hell,
When he competed in the Olympics, you have to be 18 or older.
yes. But you see Tommy as a kid where so even if Tommy's opponent, Don Ho, I think was his name, was 18 at the moment when he killed Tommy's brother. Even if he was 18, Tommy was, I want to say maybe 8,
9,
10 years old.
exactly.
8, 10 years old.
Yeah.
So now 10 years ahead of that, he'd be 28.
But-
so he still wouldn't be the eldest.
but remember-
because the eldest was 32 or some shit like that.
35.
35.
But tell me.
Yeah.
But we figured out because of the years that were passing by, okay, it had to be between 12 and 16 years. Okay, so think about it. If he's 18 and it's 10 or 12, that's 30.
No, because we don't
Remember
hear Tommy's age.
No, exactly.
We don't hear
Pero-
Tommy's age, and for him to compete in the Olympics would be minimum of 18 years
Yeah.
old. Giving Don Ho 10 years, give or take, because
But-
Tommy was about 8 to 10 years old. So just giving a rough estimate, 10 years, Don Ho would be 28,
Okay.
and Tommy would still
But
be
Tommy
just
was
18.
drinking. Tommy was drinking, so that had to place him at 21.
But this is still 1989.
But you're still talking about the age limit not being 20, being 21, not 18.
The drinking limit didn't change till I want to say it was like early 90s when we could start drinking at 21.
Okay.
If
Pero-
we got any fact checkers in the audience, if you guys can go ahead and do a fact check on that.
But
When that changed, because I remember it used to be at 18.
okay, but we also know
And even
that
that's only giving him a 3-year difference. So even at that put him at 30 years old
okay,
to
so
21.
but time out. We also find out that he's been in other tournaments as an adult, and that this is
Of
not
course, he's been
as an
there-
adult.
He's been there for you're talking about Tommy.
Yeah, as an adult.
I don't think Tommy had been a veteran for
No, not in the Olympics.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying.
he has-
For a circuit for training, yes, I believe so.
Because
See, 1984 was
yeah,
the change.
Yeah, so this is 1989. So he is 21. So he had to be, I'm telling you, it had to be 12 to 16 years que pasaran, güey, para que este güey fuera a las Olimpiadas. So see, if it's 12, yeah, he's at, let's say they were both 18, 12 is 30. 16 is 34, which I doubt it's that
Yeah,
age.
that would put him way ahead. But that only changes the age of Tommy, not
Yeah.
not the
Pero-
change of Don Ho.
Pero,
So even keeping Don Ho at 18, Tommy only being 11, 12 years old while he watched his. But I find it very hard seeing an 11 or 12-year-old eating ice cream
yeah, so,
for fun.
no. So he had to be young, güey. He had to be like 5 or 6.
No. He was definitely maybe anywhere from like 8 to 11. Like you I mean, taking into consideration
no,
his
because
ethnicity,
he
they
looked like
younger.
the
They look
age.
a lot younger than what they are.
He looked like the age of the little kid of Alex.
Yeah, and Alex is, well,
Yeah, Alex is barely learning how to ride a bikeway, and he looked like he was in kinder first grade way. So he was like 6, 7, or 8.
I mean, that could have just been a mistake on the
Lazy.
casting agents.
Lazy writing.
Well, casting.
Yeah, casting. But yeah, I'm telling you, like algo de ahí estaba mal. Güey.
Yeah, because we don't get a definite age.
Yeah. So and also fucking the Korean looks a lot older than the fucking guy that was fighting Alex. Like the one with the eye patch looked a lot older than the guy fighting Alex. The guy that was fighting Alex looked the same way since he fucking got the video.
True.
Like, but anyways, so yeah, so we got to Alex. We went through the story of him dislocating the shoulder, which he couldn't fucking stand up.
Oh, that scene to me was fucking powerful. That is a Kwa, a warrior in Hawaiian. It's a warrior. Somebody with the inner strength of fighting disregarding any disadvantages that you have. Granted, it was only a 30-second
Yeah, he had to hold him off for
thing.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
No one. So
But we see that twice in this movie. We see that that same personality, but with a different take. Alex's take was more of okay, I'm gonna run away, float like a butterfly, but sting like a bee. Boom, boom, boom. He took the Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay approach to it, where it was like, I'm gonna step away, and then all of a sudden I see an opening, boom, 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 hits him with the double fucking kick, knocks him out of the fucking ring, and boom, he wins his points in the matter of 30 seconds, even with the bandaged up and dislocated shoulder. That to me showed heart. Being a person that has dislocated knuckles, fingers, and I can't even fucking take pride in saying that they happened in fighting, except for my finger, where it was in a fighting situation. When I dislocated my wrists, my fingers, the first thing, it was instinct. I saw them pop out, being dislocated, just popping back into place. Of course, following day, boom, big old fucking softball hand. And the only one that I can say that was a fight was this one, the finger, or this part of the finger just completely, this bitch is pointing this way, but put that motherfucker back into place and fuck it. Let's keep going. Like I know I can relate to the instinct, the will it takes to keep on fighting, even though you're hurt. That pride that flows in you. It's just it's something different. It's nothing I can compare to anything. And I respect that. I respect that because fuck, I lost a finger and I was still willing to go, but losing a shoulder, that means you're losing your whole arm. You can't even fucking, and on top of that, he's telling him to tape it up.
But
so keep it
you
there.
see,
And
I get it, Wayne.
he's going
But-
Daniel San.
No. Like I get it, but we just saw this guy fucking degrade himself to do this.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. Like, ¿qué
That's
más
what I'm
es-
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
that's why I respect this
No,
movie
pero
because
¿qué más es-
it shows that raw emotion
Okay.
of
No,
primitive
but-
man.
No. But what I'm telling you is,
of that
what more?
primal
I couldn't
instinct
expect.
of man.
I couldn't expect anything less from him, Wayne.
That'll
because-
show you the
because
extents that man will take.
Because no. Like I couldn't expect anything less from him. Because at this point, I know that he will do anything to keep
please
going.
his son.
No, to be there. No. Not even for his son, Wayne, for himself, because he's selfish.
See, I didn't see it as that.
Yeah, like there was
If he
nothing.
selfish. He wouldn't have begged for it.
Yeah, he did because that's the only thing he could do. He said it. This is the only thing I'm good at.
But I don't see it as selfishness because going back to earlier in the movie,
Lorenzo,
he had promised
Lorenzo,
his kid.
Lorenzo,
that
did
he told his
he was
kid-
already working?
His kid told him, "Promise me you'll win."
Okay, I get it.
I will.
I get it. But did he
So
really need
it's
this?
Keeping a promise.
Did he really need this? He was already working at a job. He already had his kid. He had a fine job. He was be with his kid. He didn't need to go 3 months away unless it was to feed his
He had a
ego.
fucked up shoulder.
Yeah.
Keeping it together.
Why did he
with a couple
go?
of
For his
fucking nuts and
selfishness.
bolts.
He went for his selfishness because he needed to prove to himself, not to his son, to himself, that he was still good at it. That's being selfish, güey. That is being selfish. Porque no lo ocupas, cabrón. No
Yeah,
ocupas ir,
but
güey.
You're
Like-
killing two birds with one stone. Because yes, you are doing it for you, but on top of that, you're teaching your son a valuable life
Lorenzo,
lesson.
that lesson didn't need to be taught to his son, güey, because all his son needed was for his dad to be there with him. He lost his...
I know you see it that way.
No, because he lost
I
his mom,
know.
güey. Güey, perdió a su mom el niño, güey.
Believe me.
Okay, no.
I'm the same.
El
I
niño,
have
el niño
daddy
perdió, el
issues
niño
too,
perdió a su mamá, güey.
But
El niño perdió a su mamá. ¿Por qué va a querer perder a su papá? Like, si tú no te pones a pensar eso, güey. Primero, como padre, que vas a perder, tú puedes perder la vida, güey.
that's what his mom was telling him. Remember?
No,
Remember at the beginning of the
no.
movie?
Por eso te digo, he was
Do you
selfish,
need
güey.
that?
No, and he was
shoulder
selfish
is
because
shot
whenever
shit.
he went back,
They understand
whenever he went back,
condition you're in.
whenever he went back to the coach, the first thing that he said, he's not, I'm doing this for my son. No.
No, he
He
didn't say
said,
that.
this is the only thing I know how to do.
But
I need this.
You saw the reason behind it,
Lorenzo.
when he gave up the opportunity of
Lorenzo.
being on the team.
No.
Consciously knowing that if he
Lorenzo.
walked away to go and take care of his son,
Yes, Lorenzo.
is where
Pero,
you see-
pero
this
he
is where
was,
you see
he
that
didn't need
character
to be,
development.
but he didn't need to be there. He did not, in the first place, he did not need to be there, we.
well,
Like-
parents don't need to be there, or the husband, the father does not need to be there when the kid is being born, and the parent or
Lorenzo, that's the only parent,
or the-
Lorenzo.
Yes, I know. Hold
That's
on.
the only parent.
No, because women have the fucking kid.
Su
The
mamá está
women will-
muerta, güey.
I know, fucker, but hold on, listen to me. This is what I'm saying. This is the the action that defines how much a parent cares.
Okay.
So the female has to be there, right? Because the female is the one that's carrying the child. But a man, a father, doesn't have to be there, doesn't have to be present, but he chooses to be present when that child is being born because he cares. And usually, depending on the job he's doing, will grant him that moment in life because it is very important. It ties that bond for that relationship, that couple. But this is the thing. He doesn't, the kid has already lost his mother. Alex is going and thinking, hey, you know what? I have nothing else to give to this kid. Like, yes, I can provide a roof, I can provide a meal, I can put food on the table for him, I can send him off to school. But the thing is, what else am I gonna give this kid as a teaching and valuable life lesson, learning moment for him that he hasn't seen in the past 3 years? Because granted, his kid's maybe 8 years old, so he's 5 years old. The last time he actually competed in the U.S. tournament, so he's not really gonna fucking remember anything. And now, hey, you know what? Aside from my injuries, aside from my soldier injuries, now I have to go and I have to be the fucking soldier. And when shit hits the fan, I'm going to stand there and I'm going to be a man. It just shows character to his kid. This is where I'm going, where it shows that the values, the character of the actual person.
Okay. So
the importance of being a person. It's those little small moments that shows.
So I understand the values, but that doesn't justify him being selfish. Not in leaving, but in degrading himself to the point to say, he didn't say that. The first thing that he said was, I need this because this is the only thing I know how to do. He never said, I did this for my child. I'm doing this for my child. I'm doing this for my values. He never said that. He only said that this is the only thing that he knows how to do. He needed this. This is
to be explained.
Bro, what the fuck? We just talked about this, Lorenzo. It's whatever they give you. It's whatever the movie gives you.
Well, yes, I know.
Exactly.
I'm putting myself in,
No.
in the shoes of the individual.
Lorenzo, this is we talked about this and we completely agreed on this again.
I get it where you're going.
Okay. So this is what I'm telling you. La movie no nos da el qué va a pasar o qué no va a pasar. La movie nos está dando lo que quieren que ellos sepamos de los characters. This character is selfish. Yeah. He's feeding his ego. There's no ifs and or buts. What did I say about Travis? Travis, maybe in the movie, there could have been a part where he was switching throughout the movie. But he didn't switch until the very last scene before they got onto the fucking airplane. It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. Probably this character had conflicts going in there, but we never saw them. So he's selfish. He is fucking selfish because he's not doing this for his kid. What did he say? His words literally were, I'm doing this. This is the only thing I know how to do. I need this. Not my son, not my mom, not financial, not for my future, not my values. It's I need this. That is being selfish. Porque su hijo no se tenía que quedar sin un papá, güey, por 3 meses. Pero él lo quiso. Go ahead.
You remember the promise he made to his kid?
Yes, güey. Pero,
what did he promise his kid?
To win. Okay, pero volvemos a lo mismo. Su hijo no le dijo, papá, no me estás enseñando nada de valores. Y, güey, vamos a poner, ¿qué crees que es más importante para su hijo, güey? Que el papá le enseñó a la pinche bici, güey. O que su papá se fue. ¿Qué es más importante, güey?
See, this is where where I go into a dilemma because I see it as a soldier's perspective.
Okay, Lorenzo, but this
see
is
it-
not a fucking soldier way.
I
This is
know,
what the movie's telling you way.
I know, way, but hold on, hear me out.
Okay.
So you've got to think about the mentality. The mentality, a winner. You don't win sometimes. You win all the time. You're not perfect sometimes. You don't do the right things sometimes. You do it all the time because that's what your character is. That is who you are. It's not who you portray to be. It is just who you are. So it doesn't matter if anybody else is watching and there's somebody that needs help. You're not going to go and fucking grab your fucking cell phone and be like, hey, look at me. I'm helping somebody out. No, you're going to do it porque te nace.
Okay. But again, Lorenzo, volvemos a lo mismo, güey. La película no nos está dando nada de eso. La película solamente nos está dando lo que nosotros podemos ver. This is what I'm telling you. You're going back to what I told you before, to what we just agreed on another character. The movie's telling us who this character is. We're not making it up, we. I'm not pretending that this character is doing something. The writer said, this is the way this character is. It's not, oh, well, I see it this way. No, this is the way the character is. Now, we can have different opinions about the character. That's completely true. But we cannot have different opinions over what the writer said or over what the character said. Okay?
Missing pieces.
Yeah, we can. There's no such thing as whatever is in the movie, that's the character that we get. Period. We cannot come up with, oh, well, he did it for his child. No, because he did it for himself. He even says it himself. He's doing it for himself. What he did for his child was like, hey, I'm going to make you feel important. Porque ¿qué le dice la mom? La mom's like, what are you gonna tell your son? Or what are you gonna tell the son? He's like, don't worry. Like, I'll get okay with him. So, para que él la convenza, güey, es, hey, prométeme que vas a ganar. Si no, ¿para qué vas? So, sí, voy a ganar, güey. Para poder él no sentirse mal, güey, en ir. Eso es lo que la movie te está dando, güey.
I guess that's the selfish part, yeah.
Like, this guy's doing it for himself. Because if he would have done it for his child, like, instead of him, like, begging and saying, this is the only thing I know how to do. He's like, what is my child gonna think of me if I fail? They didn't give us that. So he's not doing it for his child. The character's doing it for himself. The movie's letting us know that he's doing it for himself. If you want to think that he's doing it for his child, or if I want to think that I'm doing it for his child,
Ay, no, ay, Dios, ay, ay.
No pasa nada, estuvo muy chingón, güey. Lo hiciste muy bien, lo hiciste muy cabrón, no pasa nada.
¿Sí me entiendes? But yeah, so I could. It wasn't. There was nothing else. There was nothing unexpected about that fight. Like nothing at all. Like he was gonna be that person. La final fight, I was so already out of this movie. Like that it was just.
Dijo, yo no soy humano,
There
yo
was
soy de
nothing
otro
that-
planeta, pero un
that he was gonna
planeta
do
no es
to bring
nada
him
en
back.
las manos de Vegeta.
Like there was nothing that he was gonna bring him back with. Like because of the point difference, and you had to come down to a sudden death type of thing. Well, you could probably guess that by the time the movie got to that part. Pero anything about the final fight, anything that stood out to you?
Well, of course.
O sea, ¿me estás diciendo que en todo este tiempo nunca te hemos pagado, güey?
One
¿Y por qué chingados no me dijiste, güey?
the major
Porque,
part
pues,
at the end of the
no
fight.
quería molestarlos, señor.
Tommy's control over his emotions, because it's not only the movie that gives you that perspective, but you do see the rest of the movie cast that shows you, hey, coach, stop him, tell him no, he's gonna kill him. Once again, you see that devil's glare in Tommy's eyes, and you can tell he's having the biggest inner battle in himself that any person could possibly ever have. I don't know if I'd be strong enough to do the same, honestly speaking. I don't know if I'd be that strong to be able to do the same and forgive. But
You see, that's one thing that this movie did right. This character never betrayed who he was.
yeah, and you know, I am, or at least I believe I believe
I can play.
that I would be the person that would turn the other cheek now. I believe I've grown that mature throughout life to be able to just turn the other cheek and be like, it ain't worth it. But if I'd be put in that same situation, think whoever, the Lord, the whatever deity you wanna whoever you wanna thank, it I don't know if I'd have that same strength to forgive somebody that has taken a family member or a close friend, and just quickly dismiss it and just bottle it up and take it away. I don't know if I'd be that strong.
Yeah,
Of being put in that same situation.
yeah.
I don't believe I believe I have still yet to grow. I know I still have a lot more to grow, and at this moment in my life, I don't know if I could be presented with that challenge and pass to the standards of our society.
So, it doesn't.
At the moment.
You know, to me, like this ending was just about values more than anything else. And but I didn't. I was over it already. Like you gave me characters at the beginning, then you lost me with the characters at the end, at the middle, and then you wanted to recapture me at the end, and I was already out. Like there wasn't anything that he could have done to reel me back into the movie.
Yeah.
You get me? But to me, like it lost me. It lost me. Like nothing happened out of here except the United States not winning. That I could have been like, oh wow, like I didn't expect it. You know? Well, not even of United States not winning, but at the end of the, yeah, it did twist it.
Going on, Twisted. Thank you for joining us.
Um,
You were saying?
No, pero sí, like, except of the fucking South Korea giving the medals at the end, because the whole point of the movie was the main guy didn't kill the main guy of South Korea, and um, the main guy from South Korea gives the medals back to the United States because they didn't win just because he didn't kill him.
That to me was powerful.
It is, but it didn't.
That showed sportsmanship on
I get,
so many
yeah,
fucking
but
levels.
that's not something that the movie was portraying it to be. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just basically it was telling you that the good guy didn't go bad. But we all knew the good guy wouldn't go bad because the good guy was never gonna go bad.
And the bad guy wasn't so bad.
Yeah. So that was it. Like they
Because
both
the bad guy was always portrayed as the bad guy.
what we saw of it.
Yes,
But
exactly. It was
but
always portrayed as that.
yeah.
But at the end, we realized that, hey, he might look bad,
Yeah.
but he really ain't.
Yeah, so
He cares, and on top of that, you find out at the end of the movie that, hey, this fucking cat has been carrying that guilt for what, the 15 years? Oh, at that they say 15 years, 15 or 16 years. So 15 to 18. What's that? 20, 33. 33 years old, so putting Tommy at what?
basically Tommy's 22, 26 between them. No, he has to be 22, 26, yeah. How about there? But other than that way, like, the movie started off really good. It got really shitty in the middle. It was outright towards the end.
I'm not gonna lie. I will say this, and this is one of the main reasons why I personally enjoyed this movie. I will be man enough to say that this is one of the few movies that took 2 tears out of my eyes.
One on each eye or two on one? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No, one on each. One on each. And it did make me sweat in my palms because of the score of music. I will say that. Once the tournament started going,
Yeah.
I remember laying down and I was high, so I was a little bit more relaxed. But even with the score, my hands started sweating. I remember being jittery in bed and I kept tossing and turning. I was like, what the fuck's up with you, bro? Like, I remember actually thinking that because I was high. I was like, what the fuck's going on with you? Why the fuck are you so jittery? And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, music. And then boom. When I saw when I saw Dunhan, step up and show that respect, bro, 2 tears. But 2 tears is a lot, especially coming from me. I'm not one to pussyfoot around anything, and that just showed sportsmanship in whatever fucking game of life.
Yeah, no, like I said, like
And that's what really made it powerful for me.
it was the ending was good, but it didn't stop everything in the middle. You get me? Like it was just everything in the middle was just it was just okay, I guess.
Thank you, Ismael, and thank you, Armada.
Armada.
Yeah. Gifted a tier 1 subscribe.
No. Ya, para mí, güey, era nada más eso. De que no se sabía. No es que no se sabía, pero we could have gotten there a lot better, way if they would have edited the movie correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But my final rating for this movie, guys, put up your. If you saw it, put in the final rating for your movie, guys. To me, it was a solid 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot better than fucking Face Off.
What was your initial rating to this, though, when the first time you saw it?
Like, but whenever I remember it, I remember it fondly as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it just being so fucking overwhelmed by the movie, like seeing the South Koreans way train, like how intense they would train. Seeing the fucking tournament to me was fucking awesome way, like like it was really. I was really overwhelmed by
How old were you?
like I was like about
8,
six.
10?
No, I was about 5 or 6 when I first saw it.
Can you remember that?
Yeah. I remember very little things about the movie. I remember
Scares me.
that scares you.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I just told you.
Because
Wait.
there's so many things that I have blocked out from my childhood.
So like I told you, like to me the main character was Alex, and he was the one that lost the brother. Like that's how I remember it.
Mm.
I remember. I don't remember anything from the middle of the movie, and now I know why. But I remember the bar scene. I remember the tryouts, and I remember the tournament. But I do not remember none of the middle of the movie. And then now I understand why. Um, pero sí, yo me acuerdo, güey. Y para mí lo que más me gustó, güey, fue de que, cabrón, like, no siempre se ocupa de mostrar que eres mejor que alguien más, güey. Mientras la otra persona vea que tú eres superior, like, that's all that matters.
And that last message Don Han gave to
Smiley, you didn't even fucking watch the movie.
that last message Don Han gave to Tommy
Yeah.
was it was just so powerful. And after that message, I mean, even Tommy's adversary, I can understand why he would give that medal back to him, but the other three, I don't know why they did it. I think they just followed suit. But for Don Han to have said that, and I think that's what
Whoa.
really surprised me more, because that's what really just fucking threw me off guard. I honestly thought it was gonna be like, oh well, they lost, boom, cut to the credits, that's it. But Don Han limping over, taking the honestly, I thought Don Han was, whenever they were gonna put that medal over his face, I honestly thought this motherfucker was gonna smack him. Like, I knew his pride knew he was beat, and hence why his last words to Tommy were those, but that's where I really, as a viewer, saw Don Han's heart, where it was like, hey, I remember your brother. Like, I remember I took his life. And I came into this competition knowing that I took his life. And on top of that, I gave it my all. and I was still beat. And even though I was beat to a fucking pulp, and you granted me those last 30 seconds without you
Like knocking him out.
without you
Like knocking him out.
well, fuck that, killing him.
Yeah.
Because he was so vulnerable and it's so easy to fucking take a life. We're so delicate, and that's what we as humans don't understand, that we are such fragile pieces of meat. It's so easy to take a knife. It's been compared that to chop off a finger with your bare teeth is as easy as biting into a steamed baby carrot. But the reason why we can't do it consciously is because we consciously know what we're doing. But the amount of pressure that it takes to do it, it's that of a baby carrot that's steamed. Not even a raw baby carrot. That's why I'm saying, like, it's crazy, but that's why I love this movie.
Well, guys, just let me know what you guys think about the movie. Remember, next week it's gonna be 9. It's gonna be a cartoon. Baby carrots are good with ranch. Not that much. Pero for now, guys, remember the 4 cups that are gonna be for the giveaway. This is gonna be. Can you put those 2 up, please?
Oh, chooser's choice.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Chooser's choice, we. Winner's choice. You know.
Chooser's choice.
Chooser.
The winner's gonna be a chooser, right?
So winner's choice.
And it's gonna be their choice.
Winner's choice.
Why not
Choosers. Choosers, no, porque anybody could choose. But they need to win.
Well, let's agree to disagree. Okay, so yeah, it's your choice, guys. These are the
second one.
4. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, third. Oh, second Mitos.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, to follow Middles Creations on Facebook, and it's gonna be that's their phone number 956-457-2293. What do you want to? Which one do you want to see up close? We'll put them up close right now. Oh, you know what? Let me do it.
I'll do it, brother. Don't worry. Mientras Rema, guys, if you have not commented on our chat, please do so in the next few minutes. We do have one of these cups we will be raffling off. If you have not commented in the chat, we are not going to add your name to the raffle simply because we cannot see who is live and joining us today. So if you haven't done so, please do so now. And hopefully next time you guys can actually be a part of the chat. Thank you very much for joining us. And believe me, you are gonna love these freaking cups. They are made exquisitely. They keep your drinks hot, cold. I believe they're double insulated.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe they're double insulated flasks or cups, whatever you want to call them. But they are delicious to sip out of. Believe me, I've kept mine in the truck all day long, and it stays fucking cold. I prefer this over my lunchbox with an actual ice pack. It does it. Gets the job done. You want some names?
Got them right here.
You got them all, or you got them most?
Yeah, I think I got them all.
Okay. But Jess, once again, thank you very much for Mitos Creations. This is a part of their sponsorship. If you guys do not win the raffle and you would want one of these cups, go ahead and hit them up. Here, let me go and put them up again. That is Mitos Creations, and you can go ahead and give them a call at 956-457-2293, or you can contact them through Facebook at Mitos Creations. You can go ahead and personally DM them if you want something personalized. Let's say you're not into the anime world and you want something with your name, or if you want something with wood grain and you want it to look slick, or you're into hunting and you like that camo, you want a heavy thermos, guys, go ahead and hit her up. She does some freaking spectacular jobs with every cup that she has come across. I want to say it's 2 cups now, aside from the one that we use for the show. They are freaking absolutely awesome, well made. She takes her time, she puts her heart and soul into them. That's another one right there that Chino's about to show you guys. That one, I believe, is with the new Batman. I want to say that the Riddler. That's the one I've been using all day today throughout the show. We did want to go ahead and model it out. Any design that you guys want, she can create and make it into a cup, guys. Whatever it is you want. You're a fan of anime, you're a fan of a new popular show on Netflix, if you have a favorite movie, if you want a name, if you want any sort of time, you can go ahead and do it. And yes, Mark, she does do the bong. She does do
Guys, don't mean to interrupt that abruptly, but if you guys don't want any of these, and you guys want a design, just let me know and we can get that situated for you. It'll take a lot longer to ship, like about 14 to 21 days, but we'll get that for you. So just let me know. If you don't want none of these and you want one particular for you, we'll go ahead and do that for you guys.
I'm sorry, Mark. It'll take a lot less than what I've...
Yeah, it will take. I will be shipping them out.
I'm sorry, Mark.
But yeah,
He did leave that one up to me, and that's my fault. It's not on him. I've had it in my possession for...
never again, Mark. It's never gonna fucking happen again.
Since that day. No, don't worry. It's already out. Just because I don't have it with me here, I don't send it to you at this moment. But
It's gonna be the last person who comes out. They don't know.
okay, yeah. So for this raffle, it will be the last person standing. If you guys have yet to comment on the chat, please do so now, because we are gonna start shortly. Hold on, Chino. Let me go ahead and make sure you got everybody on there. You do have Mark.
Yeah.
Adam,
I got Mark, Black, BB, Autumn, Twisted, Isma,
Peter, Isma, BB, I know Grims was on here, Twisted,
Yeah. I already searched everybody up.
If I'm missing anybody that's watching, go ahead and shoot your comments now. Even if you did not comment throughout the Twisted, you got Twisted on there?
Yeah. The only one we're missing is
Okay.
you. But you don't count.
Yeah, I don't count. No.
Yeah, so we're ready?
No. Yes, we sure are. Okay, guys, are you guys ready?
Last one out.
Last
Oh,
one,
oh.
guys. Come on.
No. Let them know that it's the last one out.
Oh, yeah. It's the last one to be picked. It's not the first one. Remember, guys. Okay? So, we ready to start?
Yeah.
I'm not a very good drummer, by the way, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty the first one out.
Twisted, you are the first one out.
Peter is the next one out.
Peter, you are out. Yes, Mark, that is correct. Last man standing. Only the best of the best.
Mark is out.
Mark is out.
Blackjack is out.
Blackjack, you are out. Oh, see? I'm glad you were on top of that. I'd forgotten to mention Blackjack.
Autumn is out.
Autumn is out. Autumnada.
O sea, me estás diciendo que en todo este tiempo nunca te hemos pagado, güey.
Ismael is out.
¿Y por qué chingados no me dijiste, güey?
Porque, pues, no quería molestarlos.
Griffith is out.
Grims is out.
You know what? Let's do this. I'll bring both of them the winner. BB decides first. BB, if you're there, decide first, and then Grims will get whichever one is left.
Hold on. Now, is this favoritism?
No one? But we have four, and we still have the one for week 15. So do this again. See you next time.
All right. Well, then, BB, you are the best of the best. You get first choice of the cup that you want, and the second was Grimm's. Okay, so BB, you took the fucking medal. You say which one you want. We have
Oh, shit. This is not black here. Hold on.
I know Dragon Ball Z.
Unless you want Dragon Ball. My bad, sister. She said she wants Dragon Ball.
There you go, mama. I know you want a Dragon Ball. Hey, talk about Dragon Ball. Fun fact. Did you know that Kamehameha was actually a Hawaiian king? And that's, I mean, I don't know if that's where DBZ got Kamehameha from, but also while we're on here now, I want to give a special shout out to one of our fans, Autumn Ada, for sending me the Koa, I believe.
Grims, you want me to raffle it right now?
I'm actually wearing it at the moment, Mama. Thank you very much. It is a Hawaiian fish hook. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say this is the same type of fish hook that was portrayed for that Hawaiian Disney movie. What was it called? The one with the rock. I don't know what the movie was called, but uh, it was
Moana.
yeah, esa. Moana. Yeah, thank you very much for the gift. Greatly appreciated. Um, it's koa or acacia, which is the wood. It's highly treasured and sacred. The koa or acacia wood is known for its diverse grain patterns and stunning rich colors. Koa means warrior or brave in Hawaiian, and early warriors of King Kamehameha the Great created canoes and weapons for combat from this revered wood. Native to Hawaii, the natives' first surfboards were made of koa, as were out-triggered canoes for fishing and traveling the oceans, symbolic of the Hawaiians' respect for the ocean and the prosperity it brings them. The koa fish hook is worn with pride and displays the love of the island and its unique Hawaiian culture and heritage. So once again, thank you very much, Autumn Ada, and aloha and mahalo nui loa for purchasing this for me. Thank you very much once again. Aloha, sister. Thank you very
We're
much.
gonna give it another 2 minutes. If nobody else comments, I guess we're only gonna raffle it between 2 people.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's a double raffle?
Yeah, because we're gonna see if it's away.
God dang, Grims. If you are not one of our most loyal god dang freaking viewers, Grims, mahalo, motherfucker.
No, it's minor.
But thank you once again. Please stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and raffle off Grimm's Shalom. Oh, is this correct?
What? Oh, Twisted is there.
Oh shit, Twisted.
Did I don't move? Oh, yeah, I have
I thought you were going to jump and sing the song with your hook. Well, I don't know it yet, but maybe next time. I might study it just for the pleasure. What can I say but thank you? I don't know. That's the only thing I know. But shalom to Grims. That is.
Yeah, I guess that's it. You
Hold on.
guys?
Yeah. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for it. I gotta go.
comes out. Just get it out. Smiley be winning. So that is it, guys. Ismael, you are the winner. You get to choose the last cup. It's one of these threes, or if you want one made, just let me know. Um, Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for today. Remember, next week we have another haircut, or a $20 gift card for Amazon or any other $20 gift card. And then on week 15, we'll raffle out the last two. Don't forget to follow us, guys, on Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember, at 15 subscriptions, we will be raffling out an Xbox Series S. Um, Other than that, guys, um, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to follow us uh on Discord under Society of Villains. But thank you guys so much. Have you guys have yourself a great night and enjoy.
Who's the winner?
Ismael.
Congratulations to Ismael. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. You guys have a good night.
2-2.
Love ya.
2-1.